Division 2 bracket day 1, and I'm very excited to get into this. First I commented CCA, but of course I am not alone. I am joined here by the legendary UKian themselves, Mr. Slaps.
UKian?
I don't know what to call you, British.
British, English, whatever, but you know, that's a lovely introduction. Hello everybody that's stateside. It is a pleasure to be here, and you know, I'm really excited to get into this because over here in the UK, we have a thing called NSE, which is National Student Esports, and that's basically our version of this. Really? So honestly, I'm really excited to get into this and see what the more education-based teams like can get into.
Yeah, honestly, and honestly, I think the level of skill here in the CCA league is actually not that bad, to be honest. Like, you can see some good plays, maybe a few, and honestly, their weapon picks are solid. They play with strong, they play with good. Like, these guys study. These guys study more outside the classroom too, and into this game as well. It make that very obvious and make that very clear. So we're going to see who comes on top here. Who are these two teams that we have the pleasure commentating today? This time around, I'm trying to remember these team names.
Me too.
Yeah, no, I gotta figure out who these team names are. But before that, we're gonna start the game, so we're gonna get real familiar with them. So we're going to Splatzone's Umami.
Very excited to get into this. Let's see what we've got coming up. Okay, yeah, no, these people definitely have done their research. We are seeing really no off-meta picks to begin with, which is very nice to see.
Yeah, pulling out the Wellstring there as well. Go for that high object damage and high paint numbers, high chip numbers, but a really aggressive comp coming out on the other side though with the 52 and the junior, but it looks like they're getting taken out aggressive, going 2 down immediately and being forced to jump out as the bucket. They want to try to keep that strike zone and push back in, but the bubble coming up immediately going to set up a nice defense for them.
Yeah, they did manage to get the zone right at the start though, just delaying, the orange team being able to get the zone for just a second, and they're getting straight back in control of the zone, it seems.
Yeah, they are. You see Junior on the right side, he's going to control of the zone. The strikes coming up will help them apply a 2-point penalty, not much, but the bucket being called out there is going to go down. So we have a neutral fight going on here for these two teams. What's on the left side?
And I do believe, very sorry for not saying this earlier, but we have Bash versus the Orange Kois coming out.
Bash versus Orange Kois. So which one is which? I need to know for future purposes.
I'm gonna really hope that the Orange Kois are the orange team.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Amazing.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Hopefully.
Over here on the stream side, we don't have like the overlays up, so I'm sure chat's just being like, "Bro, it's on the screen. Look."
It's on the screen. Yeah, we don't have that luxury. But I will say though that the orange team, whoever team that is, does have control of the zone here. Have that Zuka ready from that squeeze. They're gonna bring a lot of pressure there, as well forcing the members of the blue team out.
This is an insanely back and forth game so far. It's literally like a pendulum swinging one way to another. That's just showing how close these teams are here in Division 2.
Yeah, indeed. These guys are like on the outskirts of that CCA Division 1. And CCA Division 1 is no joke. I won't lie. They're pretty nice. They're pretty nice. So these guys are on the cusp and they're trying to prove that they can play to that next level. So I imagine the winner of this one, the winner of this entire bracket, will be moving up to that CCA Division 1. And it looks like the Orange Kois are going to be the ones to do that so far.
Yeah, no, I'm very happy with how they've managed to put the Orange Kois on the orange team here. That's very beautiful to see. And as you're saying, yeah, it looks like they've just completely started boxing Bash in their own spawn.
Yeah, indeed, the City has to pop the wood to get out here, but goes down to the Wellstring strike, Wellstring shot, but the strike's coming out here is not going to be enough, so they're going to paint over that immediately and take the win. Orange Kois taking a solid game 1 over Bash.
Yeah, no, it just took them a few seconds to get their footing in the game, but as soon as they got in there, they just completely swept through. But you know what? Bash put up quite a bit of resistance, so I believe this set can really go either way.
Yeah, indeed, and I just don't think that map benefited them. I mean, I think they could have been a little more aggressive, but that range from the squeezer and the Wellstring, yeah, because Wellstring is safe. Wellstring's a weapon I detest quite frequently, and seeing it put out in the collegiate bracket has me feeling things right now. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't blame it. The Wellstring is very strong, with a combination of that bucket and the range of that squeezer, it does a lot.
Yeah, now you've got a lot of pain on that team as well, so that especially goes well with zones. But you know what? Who knows what we're going to be seeing as we get into the next maps and modes. We have got Manta, Maria, Tower Control coming up. How do you think this is going to go looking at both sides?
Man, okay, so one team has bubble, one team does not. But Wellstream can shred bubble pretty decently as long as they aim at the top part of it. It can shred it pretty decently. And I mean, they have strikes on the side of Orange Koi's or RIT Orange Koi's. So, yeah. Oh, wait, I'm tripping. This is RIT.
Yes.
Oh, this is RIT. This is the University RIT. Okay, my boy, he used to go there. My friend used to go there. And actually, I remember being in DMs for one of the players. I don't know if it's the same. I don't know if these are the same players, but I think this is part of the same like university. To where I actually like helped one of the players coach them.
That's sick.
Now the people on this team, I don't think I've ever coached them specifically, but I think another like RIT team I was like looking at basically. But that's crazy. That's crazy.
Meanwhile, I'm over here having no clue where any of these places are in the world and anybody from these places.
It is, RIT is Rochester Institute of Technology. That is in New York, I believe.
Oh.
I believe
that is a place I know. I know that place.
Yeah, I believe yeah. Rochester's in New York. I'm being stupid. And Bash is Purdue University. I forget where Purdue is in the States because I'm uneducated. I'm an uneducated American, as you know. So, yeah, no.
We're both in the same boat when it comes to where these places are, but that doesn't really matter. What matters is what they get up to in this game right here. We are seeing Zinni come out for the bubble, and we're seeing that Rapid Pro.
Ooh, interesting switch there. Interesting choice there. We're gonna bring a bubble of their own with a mini, but we're gonna see a switch come out. We saw a Bash. We're gonna bring out the Neo Splash with the Stamper and the Bucket this time around, and let's see if that works out for them.
We'll be seeing in a second. As you can see, they've already got that mist covering the tower, just make it harder for them to push in. But two people have already gone down for the side of Bash.
Yeah, indeed. But I think the stick was playing a little bit too passive there. They could have been a little more aggressive. Just get taken down as well. The Spike get taken down. They go to strikes. And the Bucket getting taken down as well. So those two weapons with both their strikes getting taken out. So we're going to see the Orange Koi's make a deep push here, at least down to 50, because both the strike users have went down. They got to build their strikes really fast. Use the Stamper's great, but the bubble coming out on the tower. They got to get a strike, but the strikes coming out. Instead of Orange Koi's going to use the push up, but the strikes coming out onto the tower now is going to halt them for a second.
Yeah, no, but it's only a player down for both sides. They may have lost the tower, but the Orange Koi's are still regrouping in mid. It's going to take a lot for Bash to really get in this again. Zipcaster coming out from that Stamper, just trying to get in there, trying to make some space, just trying to distract a little bit, but it's not really going too well as the Orange Koi's are already able to take that tower back, and the squeeze is just poking in. I mean, the NZAP, sorry. Just thinking about last game still with the squeezer. Oh, but it looks like Bash are getting straight back in this.
Yeah, indeed. We got to see Purdue University, or Bash, if you will, try to make a push here to try going in. Hey, Purdue University has a legacy here in CCA. I don't know if you know. The team ITAP, or Igley Technology at Purdue, holding down a strong legacy over the years here in the comp scene. If we can see them living up to that legacy right now, taking on two members right now. The Bucket does the strike right inside the Orange Koi's. They got to use it very frequently. Bucket does go down, but they're going to get a decent push out of this.
The edit just pushing through the fire and the flames of that ink strikes there, and was able to get a trade, which was really, really lovely to see. But it looks like the Orange Koi's have been able to regroup and stop that push before lead could be lost.
Yeah, indeed, but they are still actually having to take some neutral control. There's strikes coming out as well. All three in the same spot. It's probably going to try to take out this mini, but not able to get it. You see Zip coming in here for the Stamper is looking to possibly make a play. All these strikes coming out, but yet there's no value being done here, and they actually are the ones going down, even though they pop all their specials. So not only did they pop all their specials, they used all their resources, and they got no value from it. An amazing defense there by the Orange Koi's.
Yeah, and Bash now forced to use that cooler to be able to push it. Now not really being able to use it to push. And it looks like it's not really being used to too much effectiveness right now as well, because we're seeing players still just going down. We see strikes come out for the Orange Koi's again. They've got their own soda up. They've got Retrograde there with that Zinni, with that Bubbler ready to push in. But look at this, 2 people down. This couldn't be the big push that I thought we were going to be seeing as we see that Slosher go in, but it does fall down.
Oh, they are going in one by one though, Mr. Slap. They could have went in together on that left side and possibly took some more ground there and possibly get a nice little team wipe there, get it going in their favor because they did it. They staggered their respawns, they went in separately, and they're getting punished for it as you speak as 3 people go down, 1 for the jump out. And so Orange Koi lose no ground because of that.
You know, if anything, they've gained ground as they're pushing straight back into Bash's backline. And it looks like that they're going to be getting past that 47 points remaining and going even further.
Yeah, indeed, they're going to put pressure onto the tower. 2 Orange Koi going down, but they're more than okay with losing that ground, especially because they had Cooler out, so they should be coming back relatively fast. Actually, they didn't get the Cooler, unfortunately, but that's good for Bash because they got to go in and test the ground real quick. And we're just going to see them go in together. I just don't think they're moving in together. Like, these strikes are coming out, but for what? Like, who's playing off of this? I want to see somebody actually go in and use their strikes, but the zip is coming out way late compared to those strikes, and it's going to get punished as well as the bucket getting punished as well. They're already camping the spot as well. The Stepper's going to immediately go down because of that.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking right now. 50 seconds left on the clock. It's looking like for this game specifically, it's going to take a miracle for Bash to get back in this. With looking at all the specials that the Orange Kois have, they throw strikes out. This is probably their last moment to probably push in. A player down on each side. Slosher for the Orange Kois. Stamper gone down for Bash. And there we go. We see the rapid throw go down as well for the Orange Kois. This could be it. We see the strikes come out. They could be getting over to the checkpoint now. It's looking like they are.
Yeah, they put the minis have been getting killed, but up for going down. It's a 3v2 situation where they're taking on the Zap as well. Goes to the top left side. The brother has to poke at the tower. Are they going to do a sit at the tower and take the lead? And they are able to regain that lead, Mr. Slap. Over to the right side, and 2 members still going down. 7 is going to this game. 7 is looking to go to this game. We're going to jump down the front side, but we see the Zip coming out, able to take out another member and take out 2 more members, as well as the game will go over to the side of Bash. Purdue striking back.
That was absolutely crazy.
And
literally, from the ashes of that game, Bash were able to rise like the Phoenix and take it right from under the Orange Koi's nose. That was crazy.
Literally swiped it, snatched it, like, give me that, give me that. That's literally just what they did, and that's what I was talking about. Once they settled down, went in together off their pushes, took the even ground together, that's when their pushes happen. That's when the push happened. And more importantly, they didn't drop any kills in that situation. They executed the kills they needed. And I'm not gonna lie, the Orange Kois gave up quite easy kills with their positioning there. A little bit of questionable decision making there, and Bash made sure to punish them for it on their pushes.
Yeah, no, by the end of the game, they were just relaxing a little bit too much. You see there, the bucket was just a little bit too far in some positions like that. But specifically right at the end of the game here, they were just going in one after another. You've got the Zinni there, just absolutely eating a Slosher and a Zipcaster. You've got the final person trying to rush in there. It's just, they just kept getting staggered, and that led to them losing that game.
Yeah, indeed, and this is what we talk about win conditions. You guys should know your win condition. The Orange Kois had an easy win condition there, I'm not going to lie, but they just didn't play to it. Bash played to their win condition for offensively, but Orange Kois didn't play for defensively. But as I was saying, we are now 1-1 here. We have Purdue going up against Rochester, which is a very interesting match to say the least, and the final game is going to Rainmaker Humpback. And I did explain, Purdue has a legacy here in CCA and just Splatoon in general, just being one of the best college teams we have seen come out of the Splatoon scene. Like Purdue University has produced some amazing Splatoon players.
Well, hey, they've got that reputation to uphold, so let's see if they're going to be able to keep it. That's got to be some pressure on the shoulders of them, though.
I mean, yeah, a little bit, because like they're playing within, like, well, I wouldn't say the shadow because everyone's their own person. But they're playing within like the realm of like, oh, this history. Like you have amazing players like Mizuno, they're Gaystickle, Aster, and all those other amazing people. One of which died at some point. Rest in peace to them. I really do miss her. They were such a great person. Wang, really miss that guy. But yeah, I think Magic 8-Ball was there for a minute. Was he? I can't remember, but I know he coached them. I know that for sure. Like Purdue has produced a lot, and as well as some great production like Toasty as well. Like great production people as well. Like Purdue holds a lot of weight when it comes to Splatoon.
Well, hey, look at this. Dread Ring is coming out on each side. We're seeing a Carbon on the side of Bash, and we're seeing the Wellstring come right back out from the Orange Kois as well. A little bit of the switch up. Both of them know the assignment. Both of them know how powerful specifically that Reef Slider and the extra paint from Dread is going to be giving here, and how that Carbon can just attack the ledges whenever it damn pleases. And it looks like 3 have already gone down on the side of Orange Kois. This could be an amazing first push for Bash if they're able to just keep up this pace and get that Rainmaker. There we go. Strikes coming out as well. The only thing that you really have there to stop it is strikes of your own and that Wellstring, and they were able to fend it off before they could get to a checkpoint.
Yeah, and D able to slow down a little bit. Can they get rid of the bucket? They're able to trade out the Rainmaker. There are two situations going on right here. They got to get a pop of that Rainmaker, but they're not going to be able to get it in. It's the Dread. The Dread will have to jump out, but does not jump out in time. That is a wipeout on the side of Bash. It looks so good for them. I really think they went too slow to peak. The last people alive should just ran the Rainmaker to the right side and try to force a checkpoint there. They just were not able to do it. So now we're going to see the Orange Kois make the push of their own, and it seems to be very effective taking out 2 members, and they're going to look to be able to get their checkpoint.
I believe that Dread has just got 3 off of the mix of a Reef Slider and just picking up a couple extra kills there. And there we go. Rainmaker has been dunked on a checkpoint for the Orange Kois, and they've already pushed that tiny little bit more so they won't instantly be taken over if Bash are able to get back in this. But that is the question, if they're able to get back in this, because they've got a player down on each side right now, and it looks like the Orange Kois are not relenting for a second with this push.
Yeah, indeed. They got to get rid of this Rainmaker before they spell trouble for them. Able to get the Rainmaker just to edit, let the line, they have to back up. So we're going to see the Orange Kois repop this Rainmaker, get a push going. We see the Wellstring here with a Wave Breaker at the ready as well. But look at this chip damage, Mr. Slaps. Look, this is why I hate this weapon. Look at that chip damage. Look at that pressure. And they can't do anything about it. The Wave Breaker coming out is going to help them as well. But they got a free special already. They got to reset that ready for that from that Dread Rigger. But the Race Slider coming out alone is going to take out one person. But the Structure is going to help them solidify that damage. But I'm for new members coming out here.
You're completely right. It just seems that Bash does not have any range whatsoever really in their comp, unless you count that Header or the Dread Ringer. So it's going to be hard for them to take out that Wellstring unless the Carbon is able to get behind them just like that and hit them when they didn't expect it. And now this is where Bash can really start getting back into this. They're finally getting some more ink on the map. They've been able to break out into mid. Now they just need to get to that checkpoint and beyond.
Yeah, they don't have the range to really deal with that Wellstring, but the thing is, this is Rainmaker Humpback. You don't need range when you have strikes and go in and do the job for you. We're seeing them take a little bit of 2-3 once they're able to get over to that right side when 2 members go down. But look at that Wellstring's pressure as well as the Wave Breaker and a bucket able to clean that up effectively. An amazing defense by the Orange Kois.
Honestly, they've just like set it up. That's a no-go zone. You're not allowed to go there. That checkpoint is completely off limits for Bash. The Orange Kois, they put the yellow tape up there and everything, while the orange tape in this situation.
Yeah, and you gotta wonder, maybe Bash will opt to go for that left checkpoint if they can't break through the right. Maybe just force their strikes there and just move away from the Wellstring just to break that checkpoint. But right now, we'll see their strikes coming out. For inside the Orange Kois, able to get one member down, but the edit dropping down, able to get that kill, able to make it a 2v2 fight here. We're gonna see this Wellstring from the right side, and you know the Wellstring has insane object damage, so it's going to be able to help that out. Able to get a kill onto that Dread Ring, a nice kill there. But the strikes coming out for the side of Bash is going to look at harder, but it's just a bucket left alive. So wait, they ought to pick it up. No, they're going to get rushed, but actually that was actually very smart. Going to stall a little bit longer for teammates to respawn.
I was about to say, yeah, no, they were just holding out. All of your other teammates were dead there. So that was honestly perfect. And also, I feel so bad for that Carbon. I play Carbon and Brush and weapons that like to run around and shark. Yeah. As soon as I get point censored, I feel like my entire game's over. I'm ready to rage quit right there and then. Like, I hate it when that happens. Like, you're just trying to sneak around and get back in the game. But no, you can't. And look at that. We've got strikes. We've got a Reef Slider coming straight out. And it looks like that's going to be even more points on the board for the Orange Kois with 45 seconds left in this overpowering comp that the Orange Kois have. Once again, it's really, really gonna take a miracle for Bash to get back in this. But last time I said this, they shocked me, and I'm sure they shocked a lot of you in chat getting back into the last game. So I'm sure they can do it again as we get into the final moments of this game, Stormy.
Yeah, and the final was indeed. So we're looking forward to this game. The River's trying to move around, but the Karma getting called out once again. It's trying to come out now, but this Wellstring is just doing so much, bringing so much value. Here, just a bucket left alive. They're going to punish River and pick it up and possibly move it back and just going to guard it for their lives. The bucket stuck in mid. It's not going to be able to do anything. Karma going to call out once again. They got to pick the River up, but they will not be able to. Orange Koi's taking a convincing 2-1 victory.
Yeah, you say convincing. It was pretty hard fought, to be honest. Bash did have quite a few moments where I thought they'd be able to get back into it. But the Orange Koi's were just completely like, a step above in that last game.
Yeah, indeed. And I think that we got to look at that Wellstring pick because that Wellstring, like, I don't know if it's obvious to viewers, but the one game they lost is because they didn't have the Wellstring. I think that Wellstring is the truth. I think that Wellstring did a lot, just a lot of chip, denying errors, a lot of pain, just does so much. And when you play with weapons like Dread Ringer and Bucket, because mind you, they're playing double Bucket, they play Dread Ringer and Bucket together. Wellstring helps a lot with that. Look at
that, off the incline as well.
It does a lot with that assisted damage as well. All that chip just stacks up over time and it becomes a pain to deal with.
Honestly, I love watching a good bow. Like, over here in the UK specifically, we have a bow player called Mooj on the team Distinct. And it's always great to watch them play. Honestly. Disgusting gameplay.
I hate watching bow play. I mean, it's fun to watch them play. It sucks playing against the bow. Playing against the bow is like one of the most annoying things ever. But all in all, very solid set coming from both teams. Bash can make it very far into this bracket as long as they keep their wits about them after losing a decently close set. So keep their heads up and hopefully make it through that and keep going. Oh, it's Swiss. I'm tripping. It's Swiss. So
it's Swiss.
It is Swiss. So they got more rounds ahead of them. They can possibly make it into that day 2 bracket. I'm not sure how it will. Okay. Got you. So it's gonna be a modified version of Swiss and whatever. Oh wow. Wow. Oh, so the 1-0 teams go to one side, the 2-0 teams go, and the 3-0 qualify. Oh wow! So if
you lose 3 games, you're out.
Yeah, if you lose 3, you're out. You're just qualified.
Crazy.
Wow! This is a modified.
That is sick, though. That is
that's sick.
Yeah, that's mental.
Yo, that's a
get this in the UK.
Bracket.
Get this over in the UK. I'm screenshotting this. I'm sending this to NSE.
Get this to some tournaments. The W bracket. It's a fire way to go about it. Unfortunately, this is probably like a day 1 thing, and probably only like kind of like a 1-day thing for how it's set up. But I think it looks amazing. So I mean, Bash can easily get 3 wins for what we saw there.
100%,
today.
yeah.
They can easily get 3 wins. I don't think I see them losing 3 games. If they do, well then.
The other teams are just that good, which we're going to be seeing anyway. So we'll be the judges of that soon.
Yeah, indeed, we will be the judges, but. Yeah, good showing here of both these university teams. I'm sure both of them are pretty much in high spirits, looking to go forward here. And I think the Orange Koi's are a team to look out for as we look forward into this bracket and see what they're able to do afterwards.
100%.
With all that being said, we're going to take you guys over to a short break. Don't go anywhere. You are watching CCA Division 2 here on SplatoonTourney.
inside lane, missing exits, glued to the pavement. Between the lines, I'll keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire, no more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once, and I don't need to go around anymore. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words, stop stalling in the doorway, and cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual, don't you wanna feel right?
Well, hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Division 2 of CCA. I am one of your commentators for today, M.R Slap, here with the ever wonderful Stormy Senpai. After an amazing round one, I am so happy to be back here for round two with the Mississippi State SeaDawgs versus Surging Sea. How are we doing after that round one, Stormy?
Man, I'm excited to get really into this, and man, I don't pay attention to CCA much, so I love seeing these colleges have teams. I'm seeing some of these name brand colleges that I know, like Mississippi State University, University of North Carolina. Like I know all these universities. Like, dang, they got Splatoon teams. Like it's so much. It's actually kind of insane how
but
much.
The one university I know. Where's the Harvard team at? Do we have a Harvard team?
A Harvard team. I'm sure we do. But hold on.
Also, bamboo. Wait, whoa.
We got pencil, bamboo, carbon dually sculptures, and the other side we got a roller with a tent and a ballpoint. And oh my god, what?
Got Miku Giat on the tent, going crazy right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I want to turn my attention over to the roller player on Surging Sea because I'm very familiar with them. That is JP. That is somebody who I know a lot through. Like, yeah, that is somebody. I think
that's just JP.
Yeah, I think that's them. Like that roller player you see a lot on like Twitter and like Blue Sky. And, like that's them. They're a lovely individual. So I'm actually very excited. I did not know they put in a college team. Yo, hold on,
that's mad. Right no, wait, no. I just see like JP's a very general name, so I'm just like, huh. That just must be AJP. Look at that. Oh, that's so sad. They almost had that push there. Yeah, Surging Sea almost having a push right at the start, but they just couldn't combine enough clams to make a ball so they could dunk it. And it looks like even with that tent down there, JP as well trying to come in, putting the bubbler up, they just still can't get enough clams in that way.
And that's the issue I have with this stage. What's it called? In Black Clams is that when you need clams, they're never there. Ever. Like, that is a common thing that teams complain about, especially with people. I'd be like, oh man, we got a nice situation going. We got specials. It's time to push. Oh wait, we have no clams. And that happens more often than you think. We see the kind of economy actually evenly split there. We see one member go down on each side of Mississippi State, or SeaDawgs, if you will, with a push up right now. We see that tent, but the tent gets a nice kill. Angle, and this tent popping off.
This tent is going crazy right now. Even with the tent being able to push in there, the ball still cannot meet the basket. There we got another tent coming in, tanking all of those shots from that Zuka. And with the bubble there, finally Surging Sea are able to get some clams in that basket, getting it down to 62 points remaining. But look at that. You got a sneaky little pencil round there, but even so, more clams are getting dunked in. You're not going to be able to capitalize on it too quickly. JP coming up as well, making sure they still have one clam left to dunk in just to make that checkpoint go down a little bit slower, but they are getting pushed away, and I believe that is the end of that push. Over 50 points are down, though, off the first push of the game.
Okay, I'm going to be straight up honest here. Yeah, Mississippi State is not winning this game. We're running pencil bamboozler into a tent and a roller and a trot. We have no aggro, but more importantly, we're playing into a big bubbler. We don't have the object damage to combat this, and we're playing into a tent, which we also do not have the object damage to combat this. Like it's going to be, it's a rough day for the SeaDawgs. But as I say that,
Team comps be damned. Team
two-
comps be damned.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 2 people go down, but JP able to clean that up and bring it back to the even game. With the ball point is getting kicked up right now. We see the Carbon up there doing a lot of work, taking out one of the ballpoint members up there, but JP comes right back to clean that up.
Yeah, honestly, saying my roll is bigger than yours and throwing out that flick.
Yeah,
And here comes JP from behind again, able to get one pick, just scaring that ball away, kicking them all out of mid. And look at this. Now, JP again. We're going to be seeing a highlight reel after this one. We're going to be going on Twitter. We're going to be going on Blue Sky. Look at that. The bubbler comes up again as we're just seeing that tent pushing a nice, like, it's like a red carpet almost. Just like, let me just have, you know, an executive VIP gateway through to that basket.
Nah, literally, we gotta really look at the combination of this tent and that roller just doing so much work. I know tent and roller is actually a common combination you see happening for team comps. You can see it pay dividends there. That tent play is so good there. We see the ball jumping in as well. JP sitting on the top of the side doing a lot. Mass there on that tri-slosher as well doing a lot. But these are ballpoint just doing a few more clans as well. They're bringing in I'm trying to bring a few more clans, but we see the tent bringing in the clans and that tent shield. Oh, this tent is impressive.
Honestly, they're just going for a walk. They don't really care. They just want to go for a little bit of a walk. And look at that, 8 points, 5 points remaining. You just need 2 more clams. JP trying to clean it up, but they're unable to. And look at that. Genuinely, I've said it already, but we're going to have to see a river be made in a dry land. We're going to have to see a miracle happen in this game.
Yeah, indeed. It's just so tough for them. Like, sometimes, like, I say it all the time, but comp Splatoon, sometimes team comps in Splatoon is like Pokemon. Sometimes you just run into something you just can't win against, and right now, that is what's happening to the SeaDawgs. Like, there's not much you can do on this map mode with the team comp they're running, with what you're running. It's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Yeah, and there we go. Overtime is ringing out. But let's see if anything can get taken down. Look at that Carbon getting that jet down. JP having another roller battle. Okay, 2 people are down on Surging Sea. The Carbon is yelling. The Carbon saying, this way. Somebody pick it up, please. But it looks like, oh, there we go. The Bamboozlers open the gateway. But no, they just weren't able to get there in time. Oh, that's so unfortunate. You had the balls jumped, being counted. They didn't care about the Bamboozler. They just wanted to get that ball out the way. And they were able to do so. Surging Sea taking a pretty convincing game 1.
Yeah, indeed. And you just gotta look at that team synergy from, like, if I'm looking at the whole comp is a well-oiled machine, at least in that regard,
100%,
right?
100%.
Like the tri-slosher Duval, winning the fizzy bombs in the cooler, and a double fizzy, by the way, because of the ballpoint. Konami is doing an amazing job on that ballpoint. So they have a lot of bomb pressure as well as so much paint, as well as like pseudo paint, if you will, and a roller in the tent. Miku Giat working with JP to do a lot of work there, and I think that roller play was a little bit troubling for Surging Sea, just sharking around, throwing out one shots and just moving around. I think they just need to like switch our comp a little bit to be able to combat this. And it's not even just for the roller; it's for the tent. Like we gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up here.
Yeah. Honestly. Oh, then we're going to be going to the true neutral of this game. The map mode combination I hear everybody singing the praises of. We are going to be going to Haggle Zone.
Yeah, indeed. But, oh man, if they don't find a way, switch their comp up to get rid of this tent, it's going to be hell for them. Because tent on that stage, if it goes uncontested, that's the thing is with tent on Hagglefish Zones. It can be the worst weapon on that stage, but it can also be the best because of the shield. If the team has the resources to deal with a tent, you're not gonna have fun playing tent there. But if the team doesn't have anything to deal with that, oh, you're gonna have a field day. And that's like what happened. That's like what happened in game 1. Since the other team had no resources for the tent, they had a field day. The tent had a field day. They could do whatever they wanted.
I mean, literally, yeah, like the entire team comp last time, you had the Bamboozler, you had the Pencil, you had the Dooley Squelchers. All of those are just really about poking and prodding from far away. Like, none of them really having any kind of, like, potential to break through a tent, to break through a bubble, to just break through anything for that matter. It's just, like, they're just trying to fully take advantage of having that kind of midline range, like, battle. But when you have a tent pushing in, a roller pushing in with the cover of that tent and just able to get around you, and the bubbler, yeah, of course, and it's like, you're just having no way to get around that, and even then with the carbon can't take advantage of anything because none of those, like, you have the paint from the dually squelchers, but if the dually squelchers can't get around, can't get past his head, you're not really going to be able to take advantage of anything as a carbon.
Yeah, it's just not enough object damage, unfortunately, so this has to be, like, Mississippi State has to be cursing underneath their breath to find themselves in this matchup against this team with their comp. Like, that's a lot of HP to sit, even regardless whether they had stuff to, like, deal with it, that's still a lot of HP to sit through. So when you don't have the resource to be able to shred a bubble or a tent, you're just shooting at, you're not even playing the game, you're just playing shooting simulator, shooting the shield simulator the whole time, and it can get real frustrating. But we do see a little bit of a competition coming here, bringing out the Dread Rigger with the reslide and Kaluka dueling with Splash Wall. Interesting.
Okay. I mean, yeah. It could change something up, definitely. I mean, the Glugers having a little bit more damage on their side. Look at JP already going around that side there. Before we could even say anything, Dread goes down but trades with JP. But thanks to that 10 again, there we go. Surging Sea are able to get the zone. And someone's just completely gone straight in. I can't see who it is, but it's definitely... Oh, it's the 10. Yeah, the 10 just went and got a triple kill.
Yeah, it's the 10 because they're still uncontested, like I said. I'm not nice as you, Mr. Slap. No, this comp is not going to help them in the slightest.
Yeah.
I don't see this comp helping them.
I wanted to be a little bit hopeful.
Yeah, I don't see it because the 10 still can have free reign and do whatever they want and just go in there uncontested. This ballpoint has to jet as well, but wait, as I said, the tank goes down when a roller able to trade that back. They still got to do it. JP here, JP being a big threat from that last game, they got to be able to handle that. But they can just run in and just bubble and just take the zone.
I just want to point out something though. Something Surging Sea have lost is Cooler. They're running Coolerless right now.
True.
That is the one thing that Mississippi really have over Surging Sea right now, and it is paying off. They've just been able to get back into team fights quicker, be able to hold on to their specials as they go down, and they've been able to take the lead for the first time in this series.
Yeah, indeed. Actually playing a lot better than that last game for sure. We see the Glugers actually moving around, doing a lot of work, as well as staying alive with their team with that cooler. But they're reset coming in onto the zone. They're going to try to reset that cheese, but they went in separately, and the Breeder didn't come out in time, so they're not actually able to recap that zone. And that counter strike's coming in, but they actually are able to cap the zone and play a crucial 25-point penalty.
Yeah, that was, as you said, crucial to stopping Surging Sea in their tracks. But it looks like they finally found themselves once again. We're seeing that killer whale come out. But that's really not going to help when you've got a Zuka being blasted straight at you. And there we go. Mississippi able to... Oh, sorry, Mississippi losing the lead. Sorry, Surging Sea are the ones taking the lead here. And once again, they're just really not letting up. That ballpoint is just holding on to that inkjet and just waiting to use it as we might get into the closing moments of this game. Again, they lose control thanks to the Booyah Bomb, and they are able to get it once again. Mississippi State, but they're just only putting on those penalty points. They're not really getting too big of a push or anything. Here comes JP again in the back line as we're seeing the Octo shot, and we're seeing, there we go, the jet coming out from the ballpoint. They're able to get control, but they're not able to stay in control again. Surging Sea are just holding off Mississippi at this point.
Yeah, indeed, they can do that with their comp, pushing the tank through the zone constantly and those strikes as well. If we're going to see the flank come in for this tank, we're going to see what they're able to do with that. But this Booyah Bomb is actually going to be very useful inside of the SeaDawgs, but this Zuka coming out is looking to do some damage. They're actually able to get nothing. Oh, never mind, I lied! Gets 2 kills right there and 2 big kills. That could probably split the end of the game. Cooler coming out for the side of the SeaDawgs. They gotta find a way to push in and find a way to get some specials. They gotta get that reslider able to get it onto the zone. But what they be able to do, the ballpoint is going to get him really weak, and the bamboozle goes down, but the architect goes down immediately. But here comes that reslider onto the zone. But no, it gets killed, and that's going to probably be it.
I mean, to be honest, that Reef Slider was public enemy #1. That was really the last chance that the SeaDawgs had to get back in that game. So just everybody just focusing their guns on that Reef Slider, and before they could even pop it, they went down. That was beautiful play coming out from the Surging Sea.
Yeah, indeed. And what an amazing job there by Surging Sea, even regardless of having their early game struggles, they figured it out. I was like, okay, we're going to adapt to this real quick, and cleaned it right up immediately, taking the set with a very convincing 2-0, making it look pretty easy.
Yeah. Let me just quickly look in the standings right now. Yeah, so that is, I believe that is 2 rounds. The Surging Sea have won now.
Yeah, indeed. I imagine.
Actually, no, I think they're at 1 win. No, they're at 1 win, 1 loss. No, 1 win, 1 loss. 1-1. They're 1-1. Sorry, my fault. Yeah, they're 1-1.
Hey, somebody beat
Mississippi are down 0-2 now.
Oh, hey, that's crazy. So somebody beat Surging Sea, and Surging Sea looked pretty
that's
strong.
crazy.
Yeah, somebody. I ain't gonna lie. I assumed they were 2-0. I just assumed they were 2-0. I imagine with these next commentary rounds that we're going to be doing. Yeah, no, that Zuka shot was crazy. I imagine with these next commentary rounds that we're going to do, it's just going to be, we're going to be looking at, hopefully, we're going to be looking at the strong teams. I want to see some of those 2-0, 3-0 teams go at it and see what they looking like as well.
I mean, both these teams were very strong, honestly. Yeah. Both these teams very, very strong. It's just, once again, really unfortunate with that matchup that they had.
Yeah, but Pencil Bamboozler is very interesting, to say the least. But
yeah, I mean, I want to see a set when they're against the team that doesn't completely nullify all of their strats, you know?
Yeah, I know. And like in this current meta, we don't see people run 10 and roller often, so they probably just ain't playing for it. So it is all good. But as much as the geek out, we do have to take you guys over to a very short break. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Division 2 here on CCA.
They have a penalty of 53.
I think this is the best hold we've seen all game. Like, this is the first real hold. Most of this has been people like fighting mostly in the zone. This is like this is an actual hold. People were getting up into those ledges by Fish's base. This is gonna be a lead slop right here. This might be. There's only like 3 seconds left. You gotta paint this zone. Everyone's diving in. It's just the leader left. The leader. Wait.
Not even with the Allspark of the Autobots on Fish's side. It looks like Champlain Seafoam moves forward and you get a win on our fantasy pickup, Astro. I don't think that would have been the case either way.
I mean, it's still debatable. Was that a win on the fantasy pickups or was that a loss? We'll never know.
So paradox in and of itself, but that was a stellar by PSG Fish. I have never seen that much insiders and that much fighting happen on Marvel Zone.
Shot in the wrong place, one little bit of paint too far to the left or right. It could have gone anywhere. But yeah, our final match of this best of 3 of High Tide versus High Tide Terps going to Mako Mart Tower Control. Very snowbally map. If they can get in, it's going to be deadly. So you're going to need to be able to defend your side of the map. We've seen the High Tide Terps are very good at their defense, though High Tide did show us in zones that they know how to hold their own. So it could be anyone's match.
I feel like a big thing that I see a lot on Mako Tower is when the tower gets past that first checkpoint and tries to go kind of perpendicular to the map along to that second checkpoint, a lot of teams either struggle to get through that little that area to get to that next checkpoint, or they absolutely excel in that, and that's a big test that I'm always looking for whenever I see Mako Tower.
Yeah, you see, Mako Tower is one that I'm not a fan of personally. It's a very, you see, here's why I play Reslider here, and it's great, but there's also a lot of geometry that is scary. And so I'm thinking about that Dreadringer player on the side of High Tide and thinking, like, this could work out really good if they can get it to work. But...
inside lane. Missing exits, glued to the pavement. Between the lines, I'll keep my gaze straight ahead as the last stop flies by. No more waiting for the gun to fire. No more walking through revolving doors. I've gone around once, I don't need to go around anymore. Break away, forget your sober case. Stop dwelling on empty words. Stop stalling in the doorway. And cancel the cruise control. Switch it in the manual. Don't you wanna feel right?
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to CCA Circuit, stream here on SplatoonTourney Division 2 action coming your way. But before we get back into the very nifty action, we do have a word from our sponsor. With the CCA Circuit action heating up, we're very excited to announce that ASUS ROG is the sponsor of the CCA Circuit.
Yeah, with their esports initiative, they are giving the CCA Circuit prizing support to all of our top teams for this season, and we are happy to have them join as our prizing sponsor.
Indeed we are. You can find out more about their Elite Rewards program by typing !ASUS in CCA Twitch chat.
Yes, and thank you ASUS ROG for their support of the Collegiate Splatoon scene.
Indeed, thank you so much to ASUS ROG. But with that out the way, we have more action coming your way. And I ain't gonna lie, what a W getting prizing to the top teams of showing out in these divisions. Like, I think that's fire. That's fire.
Honestly, yeah, no. Shout outs to any kind of corporation that comes and gives us money to run stuff like this. It's absolutely incredible. Like, I remember back in like a UK Smash Bros song, we had like Curry's, the PC like kind of brand, like all that stuff sponsored like a big tournament for us. That was a massive help. So I kind of like, I understand how much sponsors like this help tournaments like this. So it's always amazing to see.
Yeah, especially with a game like Splatoon where we don't get much sponsor. I think it's really a testament to just how well CCA is produced, ran, and all the different things. So it's really a testament to all of that. And if you think these players are playing for nothing, like, oh, these are college teams, what are they playing Splatoon for? They're playing for something. All right, they have things to achieve, things to work for. All right, they're playing for something worth it when they come to the CCA league. All right, and they ain't just here messing around. They ain't there twiddling their thumbs on the controller for no reason. No, they're here. They're here to work for something and win. They take this very seriously, as well as still having fun playing the game that we all love.
Exactly. I feel like that's the kind of thing as well. Like, this is also for fun, as much for, you know, like competitively playing the game, but also it's a very, very good like jumping off point if you want to get into the competitive scene. You know, like, you've got players on your team that might be better than you. You'll be able to like ride along with them, get coaching from them. Like, that's happened with me on my own like university team back here in the UK, where I've had the pleasure of talking to some players that are actually very, very good at the game compared to me anyway. So they've been able to help out with me when it comes to actually playing. And then also, it's just a bit of fun as well. You just get to unwind every sort of week, you know, every so-and-so, just playing the game, hanging out, having a good time. But yeah, being able to come here, actually have something on the line, be able to play for something, it's a really, really good experience. And it's honestly amazing that we've got a sponsor to give us some money towards that.
Oh God, I definitely agree. And I think one thing that that we don't really think about in CCA now, and this is like, because I think most of the Splatoon scene, unfortunately, doesn't really pay attention to sports like that, right? But when you think about these universities playing against each other, all I can think about is football or like or like those college
football.
Like college football. Like, look right here, the University of Texas at Dallas, or essentially UT. This is the University of Texas at Dallas, right? Going up against the University of California, Davis. We have California versus Texas going on right now.
Literally.
We got
this is the kind of stuff that you'd find on college football.
Yeah, bro, like, it's kind of intense when you think about it, like, and I'm sure these players are also kind of thinking about that, because it's like, it's more than just, hey, this is a regular tournament. No. You're representing your school here in this league, playing against other schools around the country. Like, it's the same thing as essentially, well, you're not traveling, but it's the same thing as traveling to their school or their school and their vicinity, playing against what they representing their school, representing your state, your school, and all that other. It's crazy to think about, because when you really think about it, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
Yeah, these players, they're playing for more than just themselves. They're playing for their school.
That's what we were talking about earlier. You know, when you had that university team that you said has some sort of legacy in this tournament. You know, you're carrying your university on your shoulders, which honestly, again, could add some pressure, but then again, it could also just add that extra motivation to get you stuck in the game.
Yes, indeed, and I very much agree with that. And with that being said, we're going to be heading into this set, and I think both these are 2-0. Yes, I believe actually.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes, both of these are 2-0, and we are at our first best of 5. Well, our only best of 5. Unfortunately, we are going to be leaving you guys after this, so let's make it a good one, Stormy.
Yes, indeed, and I want to see these teams make it a good one as well. We're going to be starting off on Rainmaker Scorch, a map very heavily favored for aggro play, but as well as a solid defense. So I want to see what these cons come out here. Both teams are 2-0. Both the teams have pretty much won both their sets so far. So I want to see how this plays out. I'm very curious to see how this goes.
You know, I am very, very curious to see this as well. I'm also, after seeing a pencil and a bamboo last game, I'm very curious just to see what kind of team comps we're going to be seeing. Although that was from a team that hasn't been so favorable in this tournament so far. So I wonder if we're going to be seeing some more, like, you know, meta weapon picks coming up.
Yeah, I imagine we're gonna see like what we saw that first set, like with the they play pretty heavy meta, pretty heavy weapons, pretty much. So we're gonna see what these teams bring out here. We're gonna get to game 1 of this amazing best of 5.
We have That's Dangerous versus Splatoon White. As soon as we say that, though, we've got another Wellstring and Umbrella coming out, and there we go. That's a little bit more meta-centric side of That's Dangerous.
Yeah, Shot, Blaster, Wiper. Okay, that's an annoying comp. I would not want to fight that. And we got the Prella, Nautilus, and the Wellstring with a decal.
Oh, look at that. The Blaster going down to the Rainmaker pop on the side of That's Dangerous.
Ooh, that's not what you want to see. The Wiper, the decal, they're going to take out the Wiper as well. Moving to the right side very fast. We'll see them pushing over with that Wellstring pressure, but the pack coming out as well is going to add a little bit of pressure. They're going to put that Rainmaker up and move over to that right side real fast and hopefully get that check. Oh, stuff coming out. Want to move up with the Zuka. Check it out. 3 members get a wipe out on top of that. They're going to put that right side real fast and start moving that Rainmaker.
I mean, you said it before, we saw the aggressive play come out from Splatoon White, but then we saw that pressure, that D, that defense coming out from That's Dangerous, and that has just completely carried them with a bubble there as well. Look at that Rainmaker dump on the top, and there we go. That's Dangerous are able to get through that first checkpoint.
Yeah, indeed, and I think you're okay with going down there as well, but they actually are not getting pushed out yet. They only coming out, but they were able to push in, but their blaster gets taken down and the Wiper gets taken down. So actually a solid defense coming out from Splatoon White or EaUCD taking out those members there. Remember to back to mid, but that is all good for That's Dangerous though, getting rid of that checkpoint really early into this game.
Yeah, I mean, 3 minutes 40 still left on the clock, and we already saw how hard it is to get through to that checkpoint as we saw Splatoon White get knocked out. Wiped out, I mean.
Yeah, look at the bro. I will continue.
You're seething right now, bro. You're seething.
I will continue. Oh my goodness. But that Wellstring is such an annoying weapon to deal with. Each time you get hit by one of those bottles or whatever you want to call it, and get put on the ground, it just feels so horrible. But as I said, the Rainmaker just get taken down by the members of That's Dangerous, able to clear that out in that nice 4v2 fashion there. Storm coming out on that side, but gets taken up for the bubble, gets set up. Just Nautilus left alone is being forced to back out. And I want to say that even though EaUCD has a lot more range at their disposal, we see That's Dangerous playing more to the Wick Edition with their short range shooters, using those specials to actually push in really aggressively.
Yeah, and we're just looking at it right now. That's Dangerous. Look at that! Oh, sorry, Splatoon White. We saw the stamp come out. Just look at that right now. They've got the Rainmaker there. They know they're in the lead. They're trying to stall this for 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, it's very questionable decision there, but they're not going to move forward unless it's safe. Nautilus trying to get a peek around the corner, is not able to get one. He's going to have to instant at the radar, hopefully force him out real soon, taking care of the Wiper. But we got how the members going to go that's that Rainmaker blast. But the Rainmaker stalling is actually paying dividends, but the brother able to come up big time, but this taking down is just a once alive. He does have Ultra Step, they do have that Ultra Step at the ready, but they're going to pop in, get a kill right there. What a huge kill by the Ultra Step.
I believe that is 2 coming out from the Ultra Stamp. That was absolutely wonderful play there. Just waiting, savoring the moment, just waiting and popping it right when it mattered. Able to get 2 down. Oh no, 3 people go down on the side of EaUCD, but the Rainmaker resets before they can pick it up.
Yeah, but oh man, EaUCD is setting up a decent enough defense, but That's Dangerous offense just seems to be so much better. They can come out defensively, but they can never come out offensively though. But two members do go down, forcing the shot to back up and just try to fight for that ground halfway to that Zuka right there. But we see the brother trying to make a play, but the decap is gonna be able to punish it. The Wipers gonna be able to punish that, and now they're back in neutral position. But we gotta see EaUCD actually make an offensive push. They're just being put in their back foot constantly.
Yeah, look at that. There we go. That is the Inkstorm coming out. We've got the decap coming out from behind, putting that bubbler down as well. This could be the moment they're rushing to that checkpoint. Are they going to be able to break it? Yes, they do. There is only 2 points in it right now as we get into the final minute of this game.
Oh man, this is crazy. The Ultra Stamp at the ready coming out for the side of that well string. Looking to pop up, able to get one. Is able to get two actually. Pushing to that right side. Is going to try to get another one, but the Eddic shuts it down. But the leader Rimmer is sitting up there on the top left side. And doing the Zuka at the ready for that shot. We're just going to go to this game at the slaps. I don't know what's going to happen here.
I was going to believe that would have been so cheeky right there if the Nautilus just popped the Rainmaker and rushed it. I believe they had the power to do that, but they were just focusing on covering their teammates, just trying to get them straight back into this. And look at that, it's so hard right now as we see only the color blue painting the map right now. But the shot does go down. We see two people go down on the side of him. That's dangerous. They need to get the Rainmaker now. 10 seconds left. That Rainmaker is primarily a blue. It looks like I don't believe they're going to be able to get it in time.
Wait, they already
They might be able to get it here. 2, 1. Nobody picks it up. Nobody picks it up.
You have to grab it. You got to grab it. You got to be kidding me. You have to grab the Rainmaker.
Oh, no. They just didn't know which one was going to get it. The Nautilus didn't think to pick it up.
Oh, man. I mean, I'd imagine if they pick it, they're probably going to die immediately, but that doesn't matter. You still got to try.
Exactly. There were only 2 points in it. All they had to do was pick it up and take one step forward, and it would have cleared the points.
Oh, my God. They were just on the back for the whole game, but such elegant play at the end coming out from that decapitator with that Brella. They just clutched it up for their team, and that's dangerous. They had the entire game to get more points on the board, but the defense from EaUCD was just so strong. They only kept it CCA, kept it so close, and they were able to get the picks, able to pop the Rainmaker at the end. They just need to pick it up.
It was that 2 points right there. That 2 points right there is what won them the game.
Yes, indeed. And oh, they had it.
Look at this.
Look at the kills from the decaf, and then the popping power coming out from the Nautilus and the decapitator together. They just had to grab. They had that. They
had the stamp coming out to go around. They had the decav and the Nort up on that checkpoint. Decav goes down, and the Nort doesn't pick up the rain. That is so unfortunate. Honestly, you were talking about college football earlier. I really wish this was like that so we could get like the yellow markers out and stuff and like start circling things.
They need to get you for the lead. You know what? That could be a nice production adjustment for like just Splatoon in general. Put the line
100%,
where the lead marker
honestly.
is going to be and whatnot. Like, I think that would be crazy. But no, bro. Okay, so wait, did one of the members go on the right side? I'm just curious.
Yeah. You had the stamp going around on the right side. The ultra stamp. There was an ultra stamp.
That's bad. I think that's bad. You need to stack all in that area. If they stack there with the ultra stamp as well, moving on to greats, then I think that's just more of more room for them. They can create more room for them to grab that Rainmaker. But they went around the flank side. I don't know.
I was about to say, if we could get the again just to see.
Yeah, we get the replay of that. I think one of them went. Yeah, look at the well stream.
Yeah, ultra stamp. You had the Brella just in mid, like just hard chilling out. I think they just jumped back or something from.
They must have came back, but like as a team, right? We all need to see what the situation is, and we all need to just stack on the greats and just start moving in that direction. Even if you do go down for it, you still need to do it. It's better than just having regrets like that, because if I'm sitting there, I'll look at my teammates and ask them, yo, we all need to stack in this direction. We only got 2 points to get. Just grab it and be like, would that even matter if they didn't grab the Rainmaker?
I mean, hey, that's what VOD reviewing's for at the end of the day. You know, you learn from your mistakes, and you're definitely going to be learning if you're at EaUCD right now. But with how insanely close that game was, what are we going to be seeing right now as we head into game 2 of this best of 5? We are going to be going to Clam Blitz right now.
Yeah, indeed. And we see
Tetris, hello.
And comp change coming here, playing a more conventional comp right now, playing with that Zap, Nautilus, the Tetris as well. So we got two weapons that want to dive in and do a lot there. So we're going to see which team comes out on top there. But hey, that was just one game. So we're going to see if EaUCD can make an adjustment here.
Yeah, no, we are going to be seeing that right now. And it looks like that the aggression, that comp that they have has already paid off because they've already got 2 picks. Soda coming out, but only 2 people are going to pick it up. Very, very nice aim there from Silly, able to stop that decamp from just rushing in. The Nautilus trading as well. And I believe that they're going to be coming back just that little bit. No, both teams had Soda there.
Yeah, indeed. And then one thing that we got to call out there is this comp change coming out. The Wiper is no longer playing regular Wiper Ultra. They're playing Wiper Deco with
they got the diaper.
Yeah, with the tandem missile, and I think it's going to be very helpful as far as like creating those pushes. And the beacons are actually going to be absolutely huge here if they get some cover control. We see the defense members though at one time, well, trading it back. So keeping the fight in the hands of ECSD as well as the Eastern coming out, going to have to move forward a little bit more.
Honestly, what a double coming out from that decav there. Even though it was a trade, that is 100% paid off. 3 people down on the side of them. That's dangerous. That's a pseudo wipe. They just don't have the clams. They have no clams.
Yeah, you gotta pick up the clams, man. Like,
if that was any other mode, they would 100% be in the lead right now.
Yeah,
it's just the fact that they had no clams. They've got 13 now, but it might be too little too late. As we see, that's dangerous. Have that power clam as well. Bubblers up for both teams. Here comes the Reef Slider. Gets rid of that Bubbler and is able to get a pick. 2 people down. Zuka comes out. 2 people down on each side. EaUCD. Still no ball.
Oh man, that's so unfortunate. They just didn't have the claim at disposal, and now the push gets reset back to neutral, back to the stalemate, back to the drawing board for EaUCD to make a push. It was so beautiful setup, just didn't have the claim. But now we're going to see on the Digit try to make a push and push the right side. Hit the Zuka, taking out 2 members. It is just a Zap left alive, but where is the Touch Sugar? They're coming back from the spawn, coming back out with their tip. They got to find out where they stop this push. They're not going to be able to take out 1 member though, but they're going to throw a lot of claims into this basket.
Oh, that Bubbler. Having a little bit of payback on it. You saw the bomb exploding on the Bubbler and getting one of the members of That's Dangerous down. But look at that, a single push, 56 points remaining. That's almost half of the allotted points to win this game, going straight down off of that one push. Who knows what could have happened if EaUCD had the clams on that first push. I believe this game would be completely flipped around, but that's not how this game works, unfortunately. And EaUCD being pushed straight back in their own spawn again as 3 people have gone down. They're just trying to regroup and just trying to get back in this, but That's Dangerous have just completely said, okay, you guys messed up. We're taking the game by the horns now. They've got another ball prepared for another push with 2 minutes left on the clock, Stormy.
Yeah, indeed, but they do get some nice picks that they coming out to as well as noticing care of that Zuka as well. Rusa coming in to force some space. The Wiper is stuck with the decap rush, the number you want to see. Want to jump down and get some points onto the board. Breaks open the basket as well as he cares some members. They have a lot of space to work with here. Bubble coming up, but can they get a few more clans into that basket?
It was stuck under the grate.
Yeah, they are, but they're able to jump that ball in, but are they going to make it? Yeah, get it in! They're able to force it in. And
look at the Zap!
Top left. The Zap, the Chip's on the top left side. He's going to stall here. He's going to stall.
They just needed to chuck those a bit quicker.
Yeah, but what a nice kill by the edit. Huge kill by the edit to keep him in this game. But a push of 45 is not bad. It's just here fighting on the right side onto this blaster. Not going to find anything. But the members are left alive. But they both go down. This could be a push.
You've got 2 balls on lock, and you've got that pity ball back at the basket. Honestly, I believe they have 1 bubbler red. They could, their only bubbler, I mean. They just need to push that little bit, get that bubbler up. Okay, we have basically a kamikaze throw right there, just going in for no reason and popping that basket. The only thing you're doing there is lowering that penalty points and making 3 people on your team go down. That did not pay off whatsoever. You've just lost the ball, really, with 40 seconds left, and it's looking like, there we go. The bubbler comes out, 2 people down on the side of EaUCD. This is basically it for them. They need to push in now. 2 people down. Again, they're getting staggered so hard. We're seeing jumps with 2 balls come in. Are they going to be able to get them in? They get them both in. There we go. We get another one coming in. Only 8 points left. You get wiped out. This is it for EaUCD. They have to come back in this moment.
Yes, they do. Pick up the penny clam. Pick up the penny clam. Get you another one. They're not picking up the penny clam. So now they don't have 2 power clams, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter. The decap goes down, unfortunately. They do that reset at the ready. And hopefully trying to create some magic. But again, forced in the best position. But takes out one member. Can hopefully take out another member. There's knowledge trying to find a pick. It's not going to be the fight. And the cooler coming out. Free side of one that's dangerous. Take out 2 members. They're going to try to run in now against them. They go to decap. It's actually forcing out there. Can hopefully go in. They're going to be blasted. Wait, there's 3 people dead on the right side with Sam. But the decap gets a kill. Bubbles that up. Mrs. Slash.
Honestly, 25 points remaining. You need to get them all in now. They've got a bubbler up there, but I believe it's too little, too late. The bubbler's gone down. Everyone's gone down. Wait, can Nightbloom get this in? Oh, they get it in! They get it in! What a save! I can't believe it! We've seen a miracle here today! We've seen a river be created in a dry land! I genuinely cannot believe it! They were able to take that game. We thought that the last game we saw get stolen on this stream, that game was stolen in broad daylight!
Oh my god, literally daylight. There's witnesses around, and witnesses, broad daylight, sun, all the lights are on, everybody's looking, middle of town square, robbery.
Honestly,
Robbery.
look at this right now. This is it. Okay, so this is what happens in this push right here. Jim was... Okay, never mind. We don't get to that, actually. I believe that Joryan's just trying to look through and trying to get us to that pivot play. But look at that right there. That's where I kind of thought that this game was, like, completely over. Because we saw nothing really come from that push. But then here comes on that dangerous. You had someone all the way back there. Who was the jump there? I don't even know. We can find out in a second. We can find out in a second. But look at that, 8 points remaining. Honestly, if this was an X-rank game, if this was a ranked series game, I would have just put my controller down and like said, okay, happy days. I don't need to play any more of this. Look at that, Jim, just again throwing those clams in, getting that high ground on the grates. That was what really helped here. And look at this, Nightbloom on the Tetris. It's only the Tetris that could have done this. You see him just slide in, slide straight past everyone. Michael Jackson, coming in, sliding through. And there we go. They were just able to dunk it in like a prime Jordan.
Just, oh my god, just slid underneath the tag like in a baseball game and just avoided all of the people that were trying to kill him. Just every, you really gotta feel for EaUCD, bro. They missed all those shots.
I can't believe
those
it.
Shots.
Honestly,
no, y'all understand how lucky that is? An edit, a wiper, a shot, and I forgot what their 4th weapon was. But essentially, all weapons with high kill power missed their shots. They did not land any of them in time. And you know why that was possible? We got to look at Cooler. Because without Cooler, they do not move fast enough to make that happen. But they were able to. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Forget 1 in a million. That was a 1 in a billion play. And we have been able to bear witness to it. That one's going straight in the comms reel. I don't care. I'm putting that on Twitter. Like
I definitely agree with you. That is insane. Oh my god, what a comeback that was for EaUCD. You gotta imagine, after 2, it's only been 2 games. We still
I was about to say, it's tied up 1-1 now. It's tied up 1-1.
We still have 2 other games to get to potentially. And both of these losses for both teams have been gut-wrenching. Just straight to the chest. Put him in cardiac arrest. Oh my goodness, cardiac arrest. Oh my god, like, both these teams have to calm down their blood pressure.
Yeah, honestly, after that, it's just kind of like, you've got, like, let's imagine this again as college football. They're both, like, off the side of the pitch right now. They're off the side of the field. You've got the coach with, like, the notebook and stuff. They're just like, okay, guys, come on, calm down, okay?
Yeah, bro, like,
you need to get straight back in this, you know, go back to formation, okay? Like, come on. What is this?
Plan. Both these teams have to put down their emotions and go back to what they've practiced, the drawing board, and what works. And we gotta see what they have learned, what they have practiced here on Tower Control Shift Shade. Zone Shift Shade.
I genuinely still, like, both games so far have been won by a Hail Mary. Okay, Octo Shot and Pencil coming out right now, and no changes on the side of It's Dangerous.
Yeah, indeed. And so we're gonna see a more more meta comp coming up with those strikes as well as a decaf, but the same comp pretty much coming up from That's Dangerous. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just got real unlucky that one time. You said a wiper chipping on the left side. The decaf goes down immediately. We see control go over to the side of That's Dangerous immediately. EaUCD White taking out the wiper, so they're gonna look to push a little bit here and actually get a few more picks on top of that, and so they're gonna recap the zone and hopefully get control, taking out the blaster, and they're gonna look to set up here.
I just want to give massive shout-outs right now to that Nort. That Nort has just been playing absolutely amazing, juking and jiving around that. And that's what got EaUCD that zone right there. Pampers, very, very good.
Yeah, as well, but we also got to talk about this decapitator on each side of EaUCD, I believe. Yeah, EaUCD just doing a lot of work. Oh, but that Zuka shot! It's a Narnia by Sam! Able to just take out a member there as well. But we see this decaf. This decaf has some insane mechanics. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, their awareness that I know a good Splatoon player when I see one, and this decaf is that.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, this decaf absolutely going insane. They just basically stopped their entire team from getting wiped by like that point. 2 people were down. The only person that was up was the decaf, was able to run through the bubbler and get it there. Look at what's happening right now, though. That is exactly what the decaf stopped, and I believe they're probably going to do it again. Look at that, able to take down the person that was just rushing their base. By the way, That's Dangerous was able to, I don't know if they already had lead, but they are definitely extending their lead by now. The strikes are being thrown in as we have that decaf using it as a smoke screen, going through, sets up the bubbler. They just need to get the zone here. 2 people down on the side of That's Dangerous. I believe they are going to at least flip it for a second. We saw the Zuka come out though. Oh, the Nautilus is unable to confirm the kill, but the Pencil right now, they're just fighting over this zone, and there we go. EaUCD are able to hold on to it just for a second, but they've had to throw everything in the kitchen sink at them just to be able to get this. That's Dangerous still have a few resources in the bag.
Yeah, indeed, but they do have that missile after the red. They're going to come out to help them push back in. We see the Pencil and the T-Tank working like a well machine, putting a lot of paint out. The missile coming in, but it doesn't even matter. The T-Tank able to get a kill, but unfortunately gets caught a little bit too far forward. The Knowledge trying to get a kill onto that wiper is not able to help find a few more picks. The Knowledge is still sitting on the top side, but they're able to recap that zone, probably before the penalty for the side of That's Dangerous, and that's a good job to them. We see them trying to fight, and also on that top left side, but the control goes right back to EaUCD White. And you're just gonna see them push it with a special. We're back to a stalemate, but the Storm will come in and help with that. But 2 members on one member on each side going down. This could be crucial. The bubble trying to set up in the middle, but the strikes say get out the way. But the shot is actually moving up on the top left side. We gotta see what the decapitors are gonna do.
See, we're having a battle of the Splatlings right now. Nort versus Edit. The Edit has put so many shots on top of that Nort, but they were just able to escape intact. And look at that, we have Zuka coming out now. We've seen that Zuka get so much so far, but I believe they were just putting some insurance on the zone there. Oh, the bubbler comes out, but the decaf goes down. But look at how close this game is now, 39-12. That's so much closer than it was before. But look at that, penalty points being put on right now. Even, okay, that might have just been for a second. Look at this again, this kind of like pendulum zone. I always love calling it a pendulum because it's just going back and forth every which way. Nobody can confirm it.
Yeah, you're just stuck in this long stalemate. Nobody can confirm any type of control or any form of dominance whatsoever. And we see the Pencil on the side of EaUCD White holding this zone down really well, constantly painting it. And the members of That's Dangerous if That's Dangerous want to win this set, need to find a way to get to that Pencil. Need to find a way to get to that Pencil, get to their side. But they're not able to do that. And if they're not able to get to this Pencil, they're going to be in water trouble right now as 3 members go down. As I said, it's just the end of the line, but they do have those missiles. The missiles could be huge. The Knowledge gets taken down as well. But 2 members go down as well, but they do have the strikes at the rear side of EaUCD White. They're coming back with that cooler. They got to find a way to cap the zone.
Oh, the strikes were too late. They've got so many penalty points on their side now. How is every single game we're seeing from these 2 going down to this wire? 12-25 now. Bubbler, Zuka, both of them being used just to make sure EaUCD don't get any more points on the table. They've got their strikes user is down. The decaf goes down after putting Bubbler down, so you've lost Bubble as well. They lose the zone again with the Nort and the Pencil, but it doesn't get in control. They have the Storm coming out. Are we going to be seeing the zone get flipped back one more time? We're seeing 1 person down on the side of That's Dangerous as well. 20 seconds left. Once again, I believe this is the final play of the game to go down from That's Dangerous, Stormy.
Oh my god, but he had the Zuka at the ring gonna come out soon, but they do have the structure to ready help put up his own. The Zuka has to find a kill. It's gonna go find a fumble on the Nautilus. It's not gonna fumble, but finds a kill on the strikes. What a huge pick that was! Able to get rid of the teammate with the strike.
There it is!
Able to flip the zone. What a huge kill! The Zuka realized they shot 2 shots at the Naut and said, I can't get the Naut. So they looked over to the right side and was like, Hail Mary, and shot a Zuka shot and got a kill on the most important person to take out. They took care of the Octo shot with holding those strikes, and that helped them flip the game. As soon as they saw those strikes were dead, they said, move immediately, and flip the zone back into their favor.
The final shot from that Zuka as well. They fired 2 off at the Nautilus, and with the final shot that they have, they're like, okay, let me reconfigure, let me zoom in, let me go against this guy right now. Bang! Able to get them down. I can't wait to see the end of this replay here, just to see if they did have strikes or not, because I believe that they did go down pretty soon before this already. So, oh no, they did. Wait, oh, they do have strikes, or do they use them beforehand?
No, they don't. They held them. They never once popped strike. They died to Zuka before they could get the strikes off. Like, look at that.
Yeah, right there. The final shot from it. Yeah, I didn't see that they had strikes.
I'm not going to lie. I think they held strikes for too long there. Like, me personally, I'm popping those strikes as soon as I see the Zuka come out. Because the Zuka's a sitting duck. So that ensures that one person on the other side is going down. Or at the very least, their special gets stalled out. If the strikes come out there, they win that game. I think they just win that game. If a Vesta stalled up, they have pencil, they have the Octo shot, they can just sit on zone and just paint. But
I just realized something. Sorry, Stormy. I just realized something. This set right here shows the first team to qualify through to the final part of the bracket. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, because both teams, I believe, have won 2 rounds each. We just put them both at 2-0. As soon as you get to 3-0, you qualify.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. So the winner of this qualifies for the bracket. Wow.
Exactly.
So there's a lot riding on this game. Now, the team that loses is not out, to be clear. They can still easily qualify.
Oh, yeah.
I would love
they just need to win 1 more round to qualify.
Yeah.
Both of these teams.
Which should be pretty easy for them, I'm sure. Like, for both these teams. They wow. Yeah,
I do want to announce as well, Towson Tigerfish are the first team to get through 3-0.
Ooh, where?
Yeah,
I don't see it.
They just beat Orange Kois. So you see the Orange Kois there at the top of the bracket. Yeah. It's not updated on that yet, but I can say, looking at the Battlefy right now, Orange Kois have dropped 1 round, which is very surprising to see after how strong they were in that first set that we saw. But that just goes to show how good Towson Tigerfish are. And you guys are definitely going to be seeing them more so after we're gone from this stream. So make sure to stick around with that. But with that said, we are going to be seeing the team that joins them this time. And honestly, with how close both of these games have been, it's going to go either side. I cannot tell you who's going to win. Like, sometimes you can just kind of tell which team's the stronger team here. Neither of these teams are the stronger team. Neither of these teams are stronger.
I don't know who's going to take it. And we're going to a very, oh man, this map is going to determine our lives. That dangerous.
Inkblot. Yeah. Whoa, the Tri-Stringer.
Oh my god, we're bringing out the Tri-Stringer now? What an insane pick with that Toxic Mist. And wow, what a pick that is. And I can't wait to...
Never mind.
Wrong stage. I think it's the wrong stage. Okay. I
was
was
the wrong stage? Oh.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be Sturgeon Tower.
It is. Okay.
And I was going to say, I was going to make a commentary note saying, like, we're going to a very controversial map.
That's so unfortunate now, because now they kind of just know that they're bringing the Tri-Stringer.
Yeah.
Cat's out of the bag, you know.
I mean, yeah, but they can't switch. Whatever they picked and going into that game, I'm sure they got to stick with. But
100%.
But yeah, tower control Sturgeon, man. That look, I'm putting it to you like this. No lead is safe, number 1. But I will say this: I think bold prediction, we're getting a KO.
Bold prediction, we're getting a KO.
We're getting a KO here. Oh,
you think so? Oh.
Wait,
whoa! Oh no! We're running the replay of that game, replay. Run that one back, Joryan.
Run that back.
Please run that one back. I want to see the replay of that game. Wait, hold on, one more time.
W
Whoa!
Oh my God, look at this gameplay.
I mean, as you see right there, we do see the tri-stringer go down right at the start. What an amazing pick from That's Dangerous, able to kill them all the way across the map at the start of the game.
Oh God, laser vision, Stingray back in the game, literally.
Honestly, they got the Stingray back from Splatoon 2. They were like,
literally just taking that out. But that being
imagine if Stingray was in this game.
Oh man,
imagine.
Oh man, I'll cry. I'd cry. But that being said, we will be taking you guys to the actual crucial game 4 for both these teams. That's Dangerous looking to put it away and secure their spot in qualifying, and we're going to have EaUCD look to force a game 5 into their favor. And we see the cons come out here, and we see that we're going to see.
What a tri-stringer? No way.
Yeah, no way. Like we ain't seen that before. But hopefully, we're going to see what comes out there and how it happens. And we see the same comp coming out from That's Dangerous. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And those missiles could be huge as long as they can set up. And the beacons are also going to be really huge here as well. We see them working there, able to get 1 pick, able to get 2 picks right there. The Wiper Deco doing a lot of work there. You see the tri-stringer looking to push him out, but it's not able to do so. It has to force him back up.
Yeah, Soda coming on this, Soda coming out on the side of EaUCD. And also, right there, we already saw the first usage of those Tenta missiles. We're also seeing this to get rid of that tri-stringer. 50 points already gone down. It looks like we're already going to be getting to that second checkpoint. Maybe you're right about the KO. Maybe you're not, though, as that's a pseudo wipe.
That's the thing with the Sturgeon TC. It can go either way, but it's also very easy to fall behind in this game. So even if your opponent's pushed down to like 5, I promise you the lead ain't safe. It is very easy to make up that ground here. We're going to see the members of EaUCD try to push out here, but immediately go down and pretty much get wiped out there. And so That's Dangerous going to set up. They have coolers, they have missiles, and they're already getting to the top right side. They're going to missile all 3 members here and push up with that Zuka as well. So much pressure. EaUCD is in a world of trouble right now.
See, you say pressure, but pressure can make diamonds, and that might be what we're seeing here as 3 people go down on the side of That's Dangerous, and I believe that's everybody cleared out of the tower. That diaper, that Deco Wiper comes in, does get put down though.
And that could have been really, really dire for them. What an amazing recovery from EaUCD as well. Strikes coming out, going to look to try to push it, but those strikes all end up in the same spot. Not what you want to see, but if you got the shot, the Wipers are on the right side. We see the blaster fight going on here at mid. That blaster goes in favor of EaUCD's blaster though. They're going to try to push it aside. They do have the bubble at the ready, but the Wipers shark in there. Oh, but they get called out by that blaster. They're going to pick them off, so no missile coming out on their side.
Oh no, that's unfortunate to see. One does fall down through there. But look, it looks like right now we might be seeing... Are we going to be seeing the checkpoint go through? No, nobody's standing on the tower long enough because we're just seeing the defense from That's Dangerous. We've just been seeing so much come out. There we go. We finally see the bubble come out, but it's not on top of the tower. And the tower takes it out as well. The tower runs it over.
Yeah, indeed, but they reset it all the way back to mid, and that's high. Unfortunately, you want to see them carry the momentum, but they force the tower to go all the way back to mid. They gotta at least break this checkpoint. They want to fight a champ. We see the Wiper on the left side taking a fight against this blaster. Let's find a weak, going to neutral better. They're your second fight club though, but they gotta find a way to break through this checkpoint. Not able to, and the missiles coming out is gonna help start out a little bit longer as well. But the blaster goes down, but they are indeed getting missiles, getting forced here, taking a fight with that blaster. Hits 2 shots on him, but he is not able to finish. Ducking, dodging, weaving against this blaster, just fighting for his life in the corner, but finally does get taken out by Momo.
Yeah, that blaster is having a hard time confirming that kill. And there we go, we're seeing That's Dangerous pick up the tower again. But this tower is a death sentence for anyone that steps on it. We're just seeing no team can really get a push again here. As you're saying, this map is so easy to snowball on, but if you can't find your footing to begin with, you're just not really going to be getting anywhere. It's honestly a miracle that we've seen That's Dangerous get to 38, just looking at how both these teams have been playing since then.
Okay, I might be wrong about the KO, but as I said, that 3 members go down, but they come back fast because of that cooler. So that cooler is going to help them regain their specials real fast. They're going to have missiles soon. Popping Zuka right now, but that Zuka finds nothing right now as we speak. So we're going to see the Wiper start push up, but he gets directed by the blaster. Foppy there on top of that spinner. Gotta go for that shot, sitting up there. It's going to go for the other blaster, able to get that pick, but they're not sitting on the tower. They're not sitting on the tower. They still got to bring up the first checkpoint. Barracudas goes down. And we put that bubble up as well. But the shot trying to push right in, trying to get that fight. But the kill coming out. finally!
They finally checkpoints down, and look at this. It doesn't really look like they're going to be stopping at all. Two people go down this blaster, putting on an absolute clinic right now. Jim versus that Wiper. Wait, they've already got past the lead. Sorry, I didn't even block that. They got through the lead. They're at that second checkpoint now. They're so close to getting Bubbler. They set up the Bubbler. They set up the strikes as well. One person goes down. Oh, we're going to be seeing two people down on each side. It's only Jim up. It's a Wiper with 3 points remaining. 30 seconds left on the clock. I genuinely cannot believe how close all of these games have been.
Oh my God. Bro, like you said earlier, throughout the entire set, neither team can find their footing. They don't know what to do here. But as I say that, usually just find a pick there. They do have the message, they do have the bazooka, but they can just wait these specials out. They're not in a rush at all. They're just gonna sit back, wait them out, and build up these tranches for GG. Oh, wait, the water push in. Gets a crucial pick there onto that T-Tech. He's gonna try to push it and find some more pick. Find another one. 2v2 coming up right now, but this bow coming out with that killer well onto the tower. Finds one, and that is going to be the game. Going to EaUCD.
Oh my God, we got a game 5. We've got a game 5. We got a game 5.
We got a game 5. Oh, that's
Bro,
crazy.
this is so high. This set's been incredible.
What incredible patience there by EaUCD White to just hold down their ground right there and wait for the perfect opportunity to get their pushes going. They played it so well. And yes, I know you didn't notice they got lead, but I don't blame you because the points count down really fast on Sturgeon Tower. And that's what I was talking about. They didn't need to do much. They didn't need to do much for that lead. When you keep a team at 38, that's amazing defense on Sturgeon Tower. It just is, and that's what they did the entire set. And this play right there, and able to just make them waste their specials. They got kills, but the members of That's Dangerous just could not get their specials before they started dying again because of Foppy and this shot here on the blaster. Jim and Foppy on those blaster and the shot just doing so much as well. And the bow and that tri-stringer was a W pick. The killer well just doing so much, Mr. Slaps.
And look at that. We had the Bubbler up top just pushing them. You thought that, honestly, you were right to predict a knockout on this map. But with both of these teams, honestly, I'm so happy you didn't do the pick'ems now because your predictions are silly. How did you think this was going to be a knockout, bro?
Okay, because of this. It's because of this stage.
Well, yeah, but like, okay, just because the stage means that a knockout is more likely. The both teams that we have seen go to overtime, basically every single game down to the wire is going to do that. And now look at what map and what mode we have left.
We are going to Rainmaker Undertow. This is it. This is it. Winner qualifies. Loser.
I was about to say winner takes all, but it's not winner takes all. It's actually winner qualifies, and definitely will be qualifying in their next game, most likely. Because just how strong they've been so far.
Yes, indeed. And I would love to see these two duke it out again in the bracket on day 2. So I would
100%.
I would like to see both these teams qualify. So we're going to see what happens here. This is it. Automaba. So we're going to see, will Unless Dangerous make a comp change, or they're going to stick what's been working? I don't know. I think the missiles can be good here, but at the same time, I don't know. The Ultra Step could be very, very nice into what they're playing with. That's just me talking though.
I mean, yeah, no, especially on a map and a mode like this with Rainmaker, that Stamper would definitely come in handy when you're trying to push through, trying to pop that Rainmaker button. Just try and like be a little bit more sneaky, going for a bit more of like a Slayer playstyle than supporting with those missiles. But who knows what we're going to be seeing as we see it right now. Okay, we see the Wellstring, we see the Naught, we see so much change. And there we go. Yeah, we see so much change come out from EaUCD, but not too much from That's Dangerous. We were right to predict that Wiper coming out though.
And a Wiper, yeah, the V Wiper coming out. And we're going back to the Wellstring here. Insane object damage with that decap. So no matter what, they're going to be getting popped a lot throughout the course of this game for instead of EaUCD. See the Wellstring pressuring men already. Close to that Ultra Step. Is that off the pick of the Rainmaker right now? Very interesting choice there. Can I get a kill on the left side? No, they're not actually. Actually, 4 members out. They're actually 3 dead and just a decap. But the decap is able to trade a pick back. Bobby is being forced to jump out of there.
I mean, but look at this right now, though. This is where you want to be if you're That's Dangerous. You've got all of the control in the world round that left side. Oh, that the zap has gone down as well, though, and it looks like they're firing off on all cylinders right now. We're seeing the bubble, we're seeing the Zuka come out. 2 people down, but you're able to break through that checkpoint, and sometimes on this map in this mode, that's all you really need.
Yeah, indeed. You see the Rainbow up and get a few more points. Floppy takes care of that. Stopping on the 43, but they do, like we said before, they do break that checkpoint early, and I think that's very nice for Undead Danger, setting themselves up for success. But as I said it though, it's just a Wellstring left alive, so they can actually keep what's going, but the Wellstring going to set up a nice guard, make sure the rain resets back into mid, and EaUCD has to regain their footing.
Yeah, no, we saw a very nice, like, opening from them. They've got a very good Rainmaker. It's a story that we've told many times before in this set. It's just, they just can't find their formation. They can't find their footing against this team. And here we go. We have the Stamper come out from the Wellstring, but the Wellstring goes down. 2 down on the side of That's Dangerous. You've got a Bubbler up, and you've got that Decaf pushing in. And it looks like we're going to be seeing the checkpoint be gone for the side of EaUCD. And now they could get the lead if they're just able to push that tiny bit forward, just that little bit more forward. We see the splashdown come out as well. It looks like 3 people have gone down, though. 2 people down on one side as well. The only person you have up is that Decaf, and the Decaf does go down. They didn't pick up the Rainmaker.
He got, again, just run it. Just run it. We had all that space, all that time. Just pop it real fast and just go. They just didn't do that.
Oh my! 2 people out as well.
That's crucial for That's Dangerous there. We see that Dika getting put in a very bad spot. Gets stamped back to hell. Literally.
They got trapped in that bubble. They literally got stuck in a box and then smashed by a hammer. Like, what do you do about that?
Yeah, literally. But both teams have broken the checkpoint. Oh my god, there's still half the game left in this going right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, to be honest, they didn't have to go there because they've still got so much of this game left to play.
Yeah, indeed. So 2 minutes left to go into this game, but we see control interfering on that Danger. A lot of paint on this side as well. We want to put them in the back up, but that member Super Weak does get taken out. They can push over to the left side, probably get some more points onto the board, and I think they will get it down to 40, 31, 39. They're coming out and get it all the way down to 15, and that is the power of just running it. They just said screw it and just ran forward and see if it worked, and indeed it did work. A push to 15 is massive here.
Yeah, no. Exactly what you're saying. That is so much power in this set. That is such a lead, especially when you go through that choky little choke there. It is honestly, it's claustrophobic to get through there sometimes. So to be able to get through to 15 points there is absolutely amazing. But you know what? You can never count EaUCD out.
You can never count them out. They've been doing this the entire set. Ultra Step, though, is going to count them out. As 3 members go down, is just a Wellstring left alive with an Ultra Step. And I think they're going to opt to play a little bit more of a safer play style and not go in and give it a Rainmaker. Look at the blasters sit underneath these ledges. Amazing positioning by the players of That's Dangerous. Just playing into these key spots, these choke spots. And we get a bubble of action right there. They're going to run it down and hopefully get a few more posts onto the board, being very patient, forcing those other members up. They can get more posts on the board. Just run forward. They can get some more posts on the board. They're going to finally move forward and get it all the way down to 6.
They had so many moments there where they could have just done that right. Genuinely, they had so many moments. If they lose this set now, I'm going to be super surprised. 40 seconds left on the clock. EaUCD have been stuffed completely back in their own spawn for what feels like the past 5 minutes of this game. 30 seconds left now. They just need to find something. They need to find anything.
Yeah, and right now it's just that massive paint control and it's just doing a lot of work for That's Dangerous, and they're not gonna be able to find it when they easy, but they do find a kill on the blaster, can hopefully spark something going, but their zap goes down. That is, they're cooler, but they do find another pick on the member. They're gonna pop this Rainmaker and possibly pick it up and try to find a way, but they are holding the Zuko on the side of That's Dangerous.
Oh no, that's it. That's game. That is 100% game there. That is game, set, match. That's Dangerous, proving why they are so dangerous.
Indeed.
And getting through, honestly, a very convincing game there where they most definitely could have knocked them out. They just chose to play a little bit too safe at the end there. But you know what? They didn't get punished for it like I thought maybe could happen. But yeah, that was just absolutely insane from them to play such a close set and then to just be like, actually, nah, I'd win.
Yeah, literally just straight domination this game, and they won it very convincingly, not even literally get a chance. And this is what I mean, where I thought that EaUCD should have just random Rainmaker when they broke that check at the near the middle of the game. Like if they just ran it, who knows what could have forced and what could have happened, all different things. But yeah, this is the push down to 15, and this is what happens. This is what I say. And Rainmaker, sometimes you just gotta run forward, and they just paid off there for them. Gonna get all the way down here. They could have KO'd here, man. They could have easily KO'd here.
Yeah, the well string's down. Yeah, 2 people are down. Like, the only they had there running in was the decav, but you could have gone a little bit, like, you know, you could have just gone a little bit sooner.
They could have got it to at least 1. But all that is all dandy. Suka shot ends the game. That's dangerous. Qualifying for day 2 through this a very intense set. Very intense set. What an amazing set.
Yeah, that was an absolutely amazing set. That is going to be going on tons of highlight reels, I am sure, if they decide to put anything together for this tournament afterwards. I know that I am definitely going to be going back and clipping some stuff, hopefully, to post on Twitter later, because, oh my lord, does my throat hurt.
Man, what a set. What a time. Congrats to That's Dangerous University of Texas at Dallas for qualifying. And for the University of California, Davis, that... They're gonna pick it up.
They're gonna pick it up. So
y'all can get y'all run back.
100%.
Texas versus California. Texas came out on top this time around, but that was that. And oh man, I want to see them fight again. I want to see them go again.
100%. Unfortunately, though, we're not going to be able to see it here at a comms booth. Nope. We're gonna have to be sitting in the stands, you know, buying our hot dogs and stuff.
Oh God, we will indeed. But yeah, I actually think that does it for our time.
Yeah, that's us. That's us, unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that does it for our time here for our block. And I'm so happy to be a part. I always wanted to commentate for CCA, so I was very excited to be here. And thank you, because I literally told that I wanted to commentate with you, and so the CCA production team hit you up, and you said you could do it, and I was like, let's go. And
that was incredible. Like, I just randomly get a DM, just like, hey, by the way, yeah, we're over here for CCA. Do you want to do some? Since when did I qualify for this? I don't remember. That. Like, hold up, like, what happened? And then they said it like, oh yeah, no, we're looking to put Stormy. I'm like, okay, hold on, lock in. Wait.
Yes,
and I knew this was gonna be magic. But that last set, genuinely, oh my days, that was so fun. Yeah, we should probably wrap this up now, though. As much as I want to keep yapping on, because we do have to go. I believe we are going to be throwing you over to Fufu and Shiny.
Great commentators, by the way.
Great commentators, honestly. I cannot wait to hear what they do in a second, because I am most definitely going to be here watching the rest of Division 2. And you know what, Division 1, 3, and 4 as well, because I've seen some other games so far, meanwhile on the breaks and stuff, but it's been absolutely amazing. But yeah, once more, before we do head off, thank you so much to Asus ROG for sponsoring this. Remember to do !ASUS in chat if you want to learn more about that. I have been M.R Slap, here once again with Stormy. You can find us at those little ats down there. Stormy, what does yours say?
Mine says Stormy Senpai at Bisky or Blue Sky Social. You want to follow me on the Dead app, then follow me at Stormy Spam. You want to see my YouTube content, follow me at Stormy Senpai. You want to see my unhinged Twitch streams, then follow me.
You want to
see
those?
You want to see those? That's Stormy Senpai too. It's been a pleasure having you all here to watch. But we'll turn you over to some more lovely commentators. And don't go anywhere. We got more Division 2 action here on CCA Dream of Splatoon Tourney. Thank you guys so much. Stick around.
Bye-bye.
Hello everybody! Welcome to the second half of the CCA Div 2 Swiss. We're reaching the end here, but before I get ahead of myself, I am joined by the lovely shiny Pikmin. Do say hello.
Hello everybody. How y'all doing? It is wonderful to be here with you, Fufu, today for, like you said, another fantastic evening of Splatoon action here. Yes,
Indeed. Looks like we have our set up and ready for us as well. We have UCF Knights Rising and Golden Barracudas, which I've accidentally said in Barbacoa before. I remember, and I've been haunted for that one. They haunted me for that one. I remember that.
It's pretty good right now. Oh, I'm starting to get kind of hungry over here.
Me
Calamari,
too,
some
me
barbacoa. Yeah, imagine that.
Oh, don't get me hungry. I'm waiting for the food this weekend. This weekend. No, there's a bunch of food, both in the house and then out. Oh, it's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be
a little off track here.
Food aside, looks like we have some maps going on. Oh, we love our Mako. Shiny, give me the deets. Give me the deets.
No! Oh my goodness, this is Mako Clams here. This is going to be a map that has a specific position that you can put, that if you run a crab or run a pencil on, you're actually able to get on top of that clams basket in spawn, resulting in a fantastic position on defense that nobody has ever seen before. I swear, try it out. Just jump from the rail onto the top of the basket and spawn on defense. It's fantastic. So, with that being said, let's see what happens and see if these teammates happen to use this very obscure strat here.
I do like the use of that blaster. It looks like, oh, there's going to be a lot of paint that lies in the hands of that Zap on the side of Knights Rising. But we are seeing the usual pencil on the side of Golden Barracudas. I do like the Pro Carbon. I kind of like that. And I do like seeing the Dread as well from Knights Rising. Like, it's a little biased picks.
Sure, no, I'd have to say here, yeah, very interesting comps here coming out here. I'd like to give my analysis on this a bit more here as we actually fall into the game a bit more. That being said, 2 specials up on the other side of Knights Rising to 3 now down here, and the cooler coming out. We're about to see a really quick push. However, it doesn't seem like the clan economy is agreeing with the members of Knights Rising over here.
I mean, they do have 11 and total spread around their team, but unfortunately, because it's so early in the game, it's going to be a little bit harder to get those clan spawns reliably. Ooh! Carbon's trying to go for a second one. They did manage to get a good pick going, but it looks like Golden Barracudas is going to be starting to switch the tides here, turning to half of them at blue, but it looks like we're also seeing a nice rising as well.
Oh, we were talking about food earlier, and the McDonald lover individual unfortunately going down 2 in the pit thanks to Knights Rising. We're seeing still more of a stalemate here. We're not... Okay, one thing that I want to see more coming up from both these teams here is to gain space, right? Take space, be able to paint up here. They both have... More Knights Rising has better painting comp here, if I'm being honest. But I just want to see them be able to take space. I want them to like hold this ground, grab clams, and then make a push going here. But it looks like just with all these drops that we see right here, punished over here by Noogie, the Sultana Stamper over here, like we're just seeing a lot of individual picks going down. And still, this entire time I've been talking, Fufu, no one's been able to stabilize their team enough to get a ball going.
There's no shot!
Oh my goodness!
It's such a disadvantaged position.
Commentators, coming in. What would I call it out there? We see a triple down, a fantastic triple, followed up by a score down to 62 now.
Kind of insane there, but Knights Rising able to make a quick turnaround as well, being quickly able to stop that defense, only allows them to get to 62 points, which is still better than just 80, but I think that might change once again with 3 going down on Knights Rising. Golden Barracudas, as long as taking some clams in their hands, they might be able to go in for another push and hopefully for some more points in their hands.
I agree. This is why we love Splatoon. This is a game that we're like, oh, you know, we're thinking kind of wrong. It flips on a dime. With this Booyah Bomb coming out, shutting off the entirety left stack, getting a 2 down as well here. We see Golden Barracudas poised and ready for another push as now 3 go down and the ball gets scored and now the basket's open. The timer, or the score's gonna start ticking down real soon. There it goes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we are seeing the Carbon start to take a bit of it. Oh no, I lied. I blinked and everyone else was down. Knights Rising once again with the defense right now. So they do have to be taking a lot more of the space in center, which they are doing really nicely. It's just a matter of keeping it there because last time we saw Golden Barracudas quickly make ways of their own. And, you know, with already one of their members going down as well, it's like, I think anything could happen here.
Yeah, I agree here. One thing that I'm liking a lot here from Golden Barracudas, by the way, as the Knights Rising here score on Golden Barracudas, looks like they don't have that same level of follow-up though, because as I was about to say before here, Golden Barracudas is doing a fantastic job of really using their overall better range and, you know, more ability like to actually poke and like, you know, overall, like, I want to say better movement, especially with that carbon there, to punish those of Knights Rising who tend to overstep. We've seen that happen all around this time. We've seen a lot of poking coming out here. A fantastic kill, but that's exactly what I'm saying here. We see the Dread trying to poke that right stack as the carbon come up and punishes, gets one, gets two. As we're coming back for a third. McDonald's lover making me hungry as well and doing just such a fantastic job at clearing the way for Golden Barracudas to get back into the map and really start to assert more dominance as another pick comes out here from McDonald lover, the carbon.
Yeah, but it looks like a lot of the members of Knights Rising are kind of stuck in one corner there, and that Zipcaster coming in to displace him and hopefully gives them a little bit more to work with if you are Knights Rising, but I feel like both of these teams move fast and sometimes overstep, and I think that's why we're seeing a lot of back and forth as well, but it was the Golden Barracudas in general that have been having those more sustained pushes. So with a minute left, you know, Knights Rising does have to find an answer very soon, despite all the back and forth. They have to get something stable on the ground, which they might be finding very soon.
You're so right. 45 seconds left here in this game. While they are crewed up, it looks like that pencil's not going to go down with a fight. Once again, showing why it's one of the best weapons in this fight here. Oh, the Rainglider coming out, punishing the carbon as it oversteps. Oh, but Fufu, we see once again, there are no clams here from the sides of Night Rising. While they look very dominant, getting two down in their spawn, they have no clams, and thus they cannot get a push going.
And it's like they have all this turf in their favor, but that ball needs to be in front of them very soon. They're putting some clams on the pedestal, but PowerCom going in. This is their last chance to basically get some points in for their team right here. I love the position the Stamper's playing. This is what was the difference from last time. It's like they now have someone in the base, and with the PowerCom going in, they just need one clam and that'll be lead. Just one more clam in there, and this game is theirs, and they get it in. Knights Rising just at the very end of the game, taking game one.
I just woke up. I feel like I just woke up. I gotta go back to sleep. Where do I find the words here, Fufu? All of today, we have been seeing lead swaps that just happen. Again, this is why we play the game that way. This is why we love Splatoon. The game can flip at the drop of a hat, just like we saw there. We were seeing like Knights Rising struggling to get in, struggling to get a push going the entire game, and then boom, on that last little push that we saw there. And again, after a long sustain, like it wasn't looking too good for them because they just could not get the clam economy in their favor. Despite all of that, just a good two down in their spawn after the basket was open, and they got the sustain going. All of a sudden, it just started to snowball in their favor. This is what I think I was talking about before. Of Knights Rising has a fantastic poking chip comp, but Golden Barracudas is like they are staged very well to like, you know, punish the overextension. So it could be anyone's game. If Golden Barracudas manages to like, you know, be able to they're proving that, you know, if you know, Knights Rising gets in at least one time, as we saw right here, you know, it's a lot harder for Golden Barracudas to retake. So I don't know. Do you think it's gonna be a pattern we're gonna see going on in the next set, or like there's just so much going on here, Fufu?
It's hard to tell. I mean, it's definitely still a possibility, especially considering we are going to be going to Splat Zones after this as well, because we've seen Splat Zones go from, you know, that one point that you were not able to get to that knockout being the, you know, the thing that brings you down right here. So I think it's still very possible. It just depends, really, because both of these teams had the speed to go in. It's just looking for the sustain. And I think I did notice that I think the biggest difference on the pushes that we saw last match was Knights Rising at the end was able to get someone on the plat right there. And I think right before they started pushing, and I think that was what helped sustain that push, which we saw a lot of members crowd in one spot. If they can avoid that throughout the next sets, I think it's going to be a lot closer and a lot more smooth sailing for whichever team figures it out first, I'm going to be honest.
Yeah. No, I hear you there. I'm just excited to see what more Golden Barracudas can do with their pencil carbon. That is a comp that I am honestly a pretty big fan of. You know me, obviously. I mean, we're both anchor enjoyers over here. We're both anchor specialists. I myself, I'm a bit more fond of the pencil, though. Just being able to be the best weapon, to be able to enable everything. And I think that if you talk about things from a very traditional top-down point of view, right? Like, running Pencil Pro has a good range, but you're going against, what, Dreadringer and Stamper? Which, again, like, it's pretty decent mid-range here. I just think that, like, if we're talking, like, comp here, right? I just think the edge goes to Golden Barracudas with a Carbon Roller. So I'll be curious to see if they keep the Carbon here or some other rat-adjacent weapon to really help punish maybe the overextension of the midline. Because you're seeing triple midline coming out here from Knights Rising. And as I said that, of course, they switched out for another Dreadwinger. Very popular pick so far today.
Indeed, also, the junior pick is gonna be crazy right here. We do see that bubble meta, that like the bubble meta is kind of crazy when you think about it. So I want to see how they're gonna be utilizing that. But one down on each side, the fight for the zone begin, and it looks like it's gonna be 2 down on Golden Barracuda. So it looks like Night Racing is gonna be able to grab the zone first and start getting things moving here.
It looks like you hear the bubble going up on that left side of plat there. And just as we see here, the answer to bubble meta here, the Reef Slider sending it in, destroying that entire bubble. And just like that, we see the Knights Rising just storming the front over here, storming the key. And the strikes go out here, not enough. And we see 3 down now from Golden Barracudas.
You know what I see them doing? I see them stepping on the gas right here,
Yeah.
sitting under the legends of Golden Barracudas. Specialists are starting to come up and ready for Golden Barracudas, and with the pick in their favor, this might be what they need to start getting to this zone. And we just gotta get those picks. We gotta get that turf on the floor, but it looks like it's not gonna be enough here as Knights Racing is still able to keep it. Whoa. Unless.
Yes, indeed. I think we saw an overstep there from McDonald's Lover, the Dreadwinger just barely dying on zone. That being said, thanks to being able to, burn their specials off of zone, Golden Barracudas just manages to take the zone just for a second, but with the strikes coming out here, looks like it was just a tis bunch of flesh wound for the side here of UFC Knights Rising.
Indeed, and just a
Okay,
that
whatever.
was despite all odds. Despite all odds. Are you kidding me?
I just stop talking. Whatever I say, the immediate opposite happens over here. I can't. You take over here.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, that was crazy triple there from McDonald's Lover because they were able to pick someone off in the back is what happened. One of their teammates was able to get someone in the back. And McDonald's Lover, they swisher did a whole circle. It hit everyone and they were dead. I don't know how it happened or what happened, but it did.
Power Dread, indeed. Sending a Dread into zone, unfortunately not here enough. The counter Dread to go counter paint here. Trapped in the bubble, that is 1-2, and that is a full wipeout here. Knights Rising just barely getting the extra win, or the extra pick here on this flat zone. And it's already shaped up to, once again, we already thought it was going to be a close set here, Fufu, but it is very much showing up to be it's showing how close the set it really can be.
Indeed. That was a very dicey fight, by the way. It gets a little dicey. We're seeing a lot of dicey fights in general here. It feels like things are starting to tense up between both of these teams because they're going to be starting to. Well, that was a quick retake from Golden Barracudas, but Knights Racing is still right there. They still have the chance to move that zone back in their favor. They have Cooler up and ready, so they're ready to step on the gas themselves. So I think this is going to be a bit of a neutral here until someone really gets a proper full event. Oh my goodness! The bomb! The bomb!
The bomb. Sometimes I feel bad that I can't. You're speaking to these players' headsets saying, please watch out for the bomb next to you. Because I saw that and I nearly had a heart attack there. Oh my goodness. Still though, this is nice. These are the kind of run checks that we need here. The strikes, not being able to paint zone. Being able to take some space, yes, here, that slider getting into zone, not getting enough, along with McDonald's Lover getting the second pick out there with 2 down now. All that they have is a cooler to their name, Knights Rising, and just like that, we see the lead start to tick down a lot more, and I feel as if we may be seeing a lead swap happening in the near future here, Fufu.
I think it's very possible. I think it might just happen like that. Yeah, there it is. And the bomb's coming out as well, forcing Knights Racing forward here. With 2 of their members down, it's going to be really hard for Knights Racing to get back in with their number of members right now. They have to wait for them to not only come back, but then they have to make their final push. But the bomb taking out their Dread, though, it might get dicey. It's going to be a fight for the zone. And I think that's going to be it. I think that's it. And that is game Golden Barracudas with game 2.
Oh my good, Knights Rising. The Reef Slider finds the parking spot just a bit too late, and even then it was not enough there to have that zone, even if it was not in overtime. Oh my goodness, Fufu. I feel as if that game came down to just a few random stray picks. All around, I have been seeing a scrap fest coming out from both sides. I can see the carbon within McDonald's Lover, who switched to the Dreadwinger here this game. I can see the carbon within them, and I can see that bloodlust, really just oozing from their gameplay. You can see it right here, being the first off, into the enemy's plan here. But yes, I personally think it just came down to just a few spare picks, and specifically that bomb double that we saw in zone. While it may be accidental, still well-placed bomb and an unfortunate 2 down. That really cost Knights Rising the game. I had to guess.
Yeah, it was more than just this pick too. There was just all those straight picks, as you said earlier. I think having even that 1-person advantage is huge when there's only 4 members on a team. And I think Golden Barracudas was able to take huge advantage of that, and they were able to realize that. And I think that's where they were able to get to zone incredibly quickly, even the times before this final push as well. So that was really cool to see that switch from last game as well. But the pace is about to be set for both of these teams as we move on to Tower Control Inkblot.
You're so right. We have seen just a lot of fast-paced game, a lot of fast plays, a lot of stalwart team. Like we've seen, again, just a mixed bag. We've seen a scrap fest, and I think I can think of no other map mode better to really see how patiently these teams can play, other than TC Inkblot. TC Inkblot is a map that really benefits, that really lends itself to teams who are able to burst into space quickly, you know, get to bats, take control of bats, but like if you do it too fast, you abandon the first checkpoint and the flank is totally open. So you gotta be right about when you decide to make these pushes, when you decide to make these aggressive plays. Because at the end of the day, you can push up into the enemy spawn, but the tower's still gonna move the exact same pace no matter what weapon you're running, no matter what you're doing. You gotta play to the tower speed. So I'd be curious to see if we see, ooh, look at this nice little left here. I'd be curious to see if, the analyst desk, if either of these teams are able to temper their, temper their tempo, temper their bloodlust.
It really is.
Tower.
We go from stepping on the gas to step on the gas asterisk. It's like it's exactly the same. We have to watch the pace of the tower, because you lose a tower. If you don't play to the game's rules in tower control, it turns into a mess. It turns into a mess. It's like you gotta learn how to pace yourself.
So, I don't know, I'd be curious to see coming out here. And again, I think that the Dread Arena was a great pick. It's interesting to see a lot of Dread here, especially the Dread working with the side of, I'm sorry, what are the teammates in blue here? Yes, the Golden Barracudas, thank you. I do believe, like, that kind of the chip comp they had around here, like the pencil and everything, I was a big fan of that. That being said, like the Carbon, I'm a suck for the Carbon. I think I want to see more Carbon gameplay coming out here as well, you know?
I wouldn't be surprised if a Carbon comes out on this one, but also the success they had with Bubble and the bombs last game, because Knights Rising wasn't as suspecting of the bombs. It's just a matter if that would work twice. So it's like, I think Golden Barracudas has some options they can weigh here, if I'm being honest. So it just really depends on the direction you want to go. Because I feel like Carbon could also take huge advantage of, let's say, the opposing team doesn't pace with the towers, but it's a free opportunity for kills as well. So it depends what option you want to weigh here. And we're going to see which side picks what. Blaster and Slosher.
You know,
okay.
I learned. I'm just gonna stop talking. I don't think I need to commentate. I'm just gonna like say random stuff, because we're seeing effectively a just almost a ditto comp coming out here. The only difference really being the CRB and the 10 attack over the normal range blaster and the Slosher. But 2 down now, 3 down from Golden Barracudas. I don't think that commentating is what they needed here, Fufu, because just like that, they start to accelerate.
The tower.
And they are forgetting. There they go. Like I said, you have to play to the tower speed. Maybe it is worth talking after all. But like you said here, they accelerated into bats here. While these fights are pretty cool, they just, like we said earlier there, Fufu, left behind the tower. And at what point was it? They haven't even gotten through that first check. They'll just barely got through that first checkpoint here. Oh my goodness.
Even though they fell victim to what we talked about earlier, they still are not afraid to step forward now that the tower is definitely within their reach. But it doesn't stop them from going 2 down right here. Golden Barracuda is going to be quickly trying to retaliate here, but the fight isn't over. And members keep going down on each side. And this is a scrap fest. With Blasters coming out alive is a bigger question right here. Oh.
That's a good question, because I don't think this fight has been resolved fully yet. While we have seen 2 down, that's automatically 2 down now, back on Golden Barracudas. And as Ace gets back on the tower here, their push starts to continue back on display. As you said here, this has just been such a scrap fest. I need to see any one of these 8 players playing this video game to take a and just realize for a second here, as we're seeing scrap after jump after scrap. And I think we can say with some confidence here, Fufu, yes, after that pick now, we could say that Golden Barracudas has finally fought their way and earned the right to play neutral once again. Those strikes cementing their idea that they want to play neutral and get more of mid. Oh my goodness.
Indeed, and I feel like that whole ordeal was so hey, cooler happened, so everyone's coming back super quick. So it was just a never-ending. It was like a 30 second to a minute fight. That was insane, by the way. But strikes are coming out here from the side of Knights Rising, trying to make space of their own here as they quickly want to move themselves and that tower forward once more. But with them going 2 down, Golden Barracudas had different plans as they are looking to his last member and send them back to spawn. But it's not happening. But this tower is definitely moving in their favor. That's happening.
2 minutes into this game here, and we're seeing just a fantastic mirror of what we saw happening in the opening minute of the game. However, I think with this pick here, the pick on the Slosher on the top left was massive, and because of that single pick, they were able to get back in. Knights Rising, able to get back in, and pretty thoroughly clear out, after that pick, pretty thoroughly clear out the entirety of Golden Barracuda. Fufu, that entire push came down to a single pick. If that range flash would have gone down, I think that push would have gone off flawlessly. But because that single pick was not gotten, unfortunately, you know, we managed to see another, you know, Knights Rising come back in here and to start their next push off like we're seeing right now.
Indeed, I also do want to mention Knights Rising's like defense kind of goes hard when they're locked in. I'm not gonna lie, like that was a smooth defense last time. But with them going 2 down, Golden Barracudas is here to turn things around and hopefully get a push going once again. That almost would have been a really good crossfire. There's a scrappy fight happening in the left. There's a scrappy fight happening everywhere, actually.
You know, Fufu, some say like a good defense is their, you know, the best defense is a good offense. And I think that Knights Rising is really like personifying that with their play here. Their defense is so good because they just keep bringing the fight to them. We see it happen here. Anytime, you know, we see Golden Barracudas like pushing to a corner here, it's like, actually there are 2 members of Knights Rising there just a pincer and just to pick off this entire play here. With the jumps coming in, they are now coolered up in mid, taking the fight once again right to Golden Barracudas. With that resulting in a 3-down situation, I think that Golden Barracudas might have gotten more picks in that situation, but if they picks the cooler, doesn't matter.
Dang cooler, but it looked like these strikes are going to be ready. This strikes might just be the calling card they need to really move things forward here for Knights Rising. Yup, amazing strikes, by the way. Got one of their members already into play, and this tower is here on that second to last checkpoint, just trying to get it going. If you can break this, you might be able to get that snowball going. And ooh, it is broken indeed here for Knights Rising. Lamau?
Cooler on tower, making it a stalwart tower indeed, and just like that, both coolers end up going down, and Golden Barracudas take back control of the tower. Sorry, that was just very funny to see happen.
That was very funny. And ooh, that some ankles were broken and the wipeout has gone out on the field in the favor of Knights Rising. You weren't kidding. They bring the fight to Golden Barracudas. They are consistently moving in. They're in their face all the time, forcing fights. They don't care if it's on 1s or it's on 2. They say, we'll be back in 2 seconds. Don't wind us. But there's 3 down. Actually.
But there's also the Zipcaster here buying a lot of time. You notice that the Zipcaster itself bought maybe a good 3 seconds, and just thanks to those 3 seconds, we see most of the members of the UFC Knights Rising back and flat. The slasher dropping left side, not getting a pick. That is a massive pick there from McDonald's Lover. Seems to have every weapon in their toolkit, by the way, here. Coming back from cooler, we see finally Golden Barracudas maybe have a push. Oh, that's the right. They let it pass.
Wait.
Oh, but... Well, I can't even talk, Fufu. I can't even talk. They had a push going, but just like that, they let that range blaster pass them once again. And now, that's game, and that is what point for Knights Rising. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the score is now 2-1. Knights Rising was kind of a menace this game. They were just always on Barracuda's door. They're like, hey, they're like the salesman that knock on your door that never leave you alone. That was Knights Rising during this entire match. They were there all the time. I think what was even more impressive is not the fact that they had like super insane offense. Like they were always there putting some sort of pressure. It's just how coordinated their defense was. Like I think I sat there like I don't know what happened. It was just such a smooth like just whoop, and the defense was theirs, and I was like, huh?
A defense so good you can only use sound effects to explain it. I honestly could not put it better myself here. Like, I'd have to agree. And I think I really also appreciate about Knights Rising here is the fact that they will not stop holding forward on their left stick. And I think that's a good thing. The amount of aggressive plays that we are seeing, to your point, on offense, they're always bringing the fight directly to Golden Barracudas. And I feel like Golden Barracudas has the aggro, has the ability, they have the ability to punish, but the problem is they just aren't able to move as fast, or rather, they just aren't, they are able to, they just aren't choosing to move as fast as we want to see. I really think that's where Knights Rising gets their, you know, gets their advantage. They just give themselves more opportunities, give themselves the opportunities to win the fights, and they just end up winning the fights more often.
You know what I think another factor that is the map itself, because I think it's the center of the map. Inkbot likes to get a little bit stally when it comes to the center. It's kind of like the sports court situation, though not as bad, where mid it feels like this giant choke point, even though you gotta move past it. You gotta move. Everyone needs to move past it, and I think that's another thing that might have contributed to not moving as fast.
Yeah, and honestly, like we didn't see as many flanks in that game too. Like, the biggest playmakers that we saw really were that range blaster, getting the random picks on defense for the side of Knights Rising. Always managing to get in, always managing to get that one random pick, but that was still, to your point, very front to back. And they kind of just kept forcing the options, and they just kept getting the options. Now, I will say, we have seen a whole bunch of comps come out here. We are going on to, if I remember that correctly, it is Rainmaker Barnacle? Rainmaker Museum, pardon me here.
Okay, I think this is where speed is going to be key as well, because medium can very well be run down. You can force that map in your favor like that if you run with enough speed and enough coordination, which I think is going to make this a very dangerous map and very much in the favor of Knights Rising, because we saw that speed they brought up last game, and I really want to see it again.
Here comes that triple midline. A crab coming out here, though. That is very important to note from Golden Barracudas. A very, very strong special has been the entirety of Splatoon 3's lifespan, but we just haven't seen as much in recent times here. We see 2 dropping left side already from UFC Knights Rising, going for an early pick on Plat here. Not managing to get anything despite the fight already lasting so long here. And just like that, we see an opening gambit play not paying off for Knights Rising. Wow.
Indeed. That could have been very dangerous for Golden Barracudas, but it was just, they're here to return the favor. It's like they said, okay, well that was on you. We're going to get that checkpoint instead. So they're quickly using that speed of their own to move that Raven. Look at those points! Oh my goodness!
35 is nothing. We've seen some of this map. This map is so weird. 35 is like an, okay, it's respectable. Once you defend one part, it's cool. But like, I don't think that's anywhere near safe though. Like 35, it's still push back. If they get 2 down here on a good push, they'll have it here. That being said, 1 person still on the plat there. That trade, at least it was a trade. That's massive. They need to clear all members of Golden Barracudas off their plat, and it looks like they have it there. Now, like I said before, that was a gambit at the beginning. UFC Knights Rising have been playing incredibly aggressive, but when the picks don't go in their favor, it all falls apart. But we, you know, yes, go on. Yes, there's the gambit I was saying there. Aggressive plays that result in a full-on wipeout and the checkpoint we could have given.
I think a lot of Knights Rising strategy also comes from overwhelming Golden Barracuda. So in the beginning, the first fight, when that didn't happen, it's exactly what you said, it fell apart. But now that they're moving again at full speed and that Zip Caster is coming out, they're here to bring that pressure and they're here to just, you know, be a bit of a menace. Oh, the lead unfortunately did not swap in their favor, bringing that score to 42 though, as most of Knights Rising does go down. And they're already jumping back, but they're feeling whimsical. I like, dude.
They went down, but like, did they? Yeah, they did. That was really well done. And just like you said here, all the way back here, the strike's getting a pop on the Rainmaker, and a push like that will easily swap the lead, just as I was talking about that. And now suddenly we see Golden Barracudas now 2 down here on the back foot. Not enough for a pop. I think that's the end of the push here. Oh my god.
It might not be with the rest of the members coming down. They might come back and put that pressure up again. Look at the rest of them being able to take a pick of their own right here on Knights Rising. Already, look, the tide still continues to be in their favor because they just got 3 down on the side of Golden Barracudas, and they're moving that Rainmaker. They are moving, bringing that score all the way to 15. Look at that. It's the way the Zaps decided to consciously step back, bring those jumps in, and look at the pressure. They're still bringing it on the field. Even though the points aren't moving, I mean, the pressure don't stop. I'm losing my head back here.
Finally, the crab comes out to just have their both Golden Barracuda say, please give us a break. But like, no, we don't see Knights Rising letting up at all. And I gotta say here, we gotta say credit where credit's due. We love good support play. Also, by the way, Zipcast pick. Yes, sir. Fantastic pick over there. But I once again want to give more credit here to the Zap, to the support player Ace on like Knights Rising. That was some fantastic, game awareness to be able to step back and be like, okay, here's a cooler, we keep going again. And I want to see more of this happen here. And just like we've seen here, it's been a scrap fest before, but now we're seeing it more coordinated, all playing around this cooler. Fantastic, waiting for the cooler to come out. It's out now, and now they're gonna make their aggressive plays. Maybe it's a little bit too late. It's going down, but they're not giving up Plat that easy, Fufu.
No, but it looks like they're going to be forced to give it up anyways, with Golden Barracudas finally finding an escape from the pressure of Knights Rising, able to pot this Rainmaker, take mid from the cells, and they are here to move with just around the same speed. So you're coming out, taking a lovely pick right there for Golden Barracudas, especially as they're coming out here. They are forcing that space in their favor. Cooler goes out on the plat, and Golden Barracudas, I think, is ready to strike.
Yes, indeed, the push is starting now. 2 down without cooler from the starting. That's 3 down. Ooh, and we could see some coming out here big here. We see only the guy in defense here. Please just hold forward. I promise you're going to win the game. Yes, sir. Just like that, they managed to take the lead. Another lead swap happening for Golden Barracudas.
That is insane. The second Golden Barracudas got a second to coordinate and was able to find that hole with the Knights Rising's defense. Everything broke loose. That is an insane lead swap because now Knights Rising here went from that very comfortable 15-score lead in the beginning, like not even like 30 seconds ago, to now having to fight to bring that score to 10 at minimum.
10, like I said before, 35, that's a good score to beat. 11 to push to 10, that is, you might as well be KOing at that point. Like, these are gonna look very difficult here. We see the Range Blaster unfortunately overstepping their mark here. The crab coming out here just to slow everything down, getting a pick there. Being able to effectively, stop everyone, shutting down top mid. I can't even speak here, Fufu. And just like that, Golden Barracudas has been systematically dismantling Knights Rising, saying that was impressive, sure, but like, what if we just take a chill pill and slow it all down? And that's what they've been doing. They disrupted the tempo. And with 5 seconds coming out here, Ace has to grab the Rainmaker up on top mid, but unfortunately, they get picked off. The bomb on sitting on the Rainmaker, that's not going to be enough. The Booyah Bomb securing their fate. And we're going to a Game 5.
Game 5 alert is happening. It is real. These teams are very eager to end their run and get into the day 2 of... I'm like exploding back here because I'm like, that was a crazy comeback. No, because you mentioned in game, and I'm like, you share my thoughts exactly. Because the way Golden Barracudas, the second they got that lead, the way they changed the tempo to they said, you are now playing by our rules. We said, we played your game long enough. We're going to change the tempo to where we feel comfortable, and you are forced to play that way. And I think that's what really helped them hold, because you saw Knights Rising wanting to play the way they were playing in the beginning of the match, and it was not working because Golden Barracudas was setting the rules now. And that, like, I'm so normal about how that went down. I'm like,
the more you're talking here, Fufu, the more that I have to like take a step back and really acknowledge the mentality. Just acknowledge the strength of Golden Barracudas to get up. They were pushed to 15. That is a difficult lead to push back from. And on top of that, they were pushed by a team that was never ending, holding forward, just incredibly oppressive aggression. But they managed to just hold, they managed to find themselves, they managed to stay still. Again, like, after a pick like this, like, you die with the Rainmaker in your spawn, like, what do you do with that? But they stuck strong. They managed to punish the moment that Knights Rising did not have Cooler to their name and accelerated right here during this exact push to get the lead. Like, the mental fortitude, I have so much respect for. I really do.
No, genuinely though, because it's like they saw the golden string and they said, okay, that's ours. We're gonna be taking that, and we're gonna be taking lead while we're at it. And I think it also goes back to Knights Rising has a strat that is definitely built to overwhelm. And I think once Golden Barracudas saw right past that is when they were able to succeed on their own. And they're just like, okay, well, we see the games you're playing. We will take a second. Okay, we're good. Go. And that's impressive. Just dismantling that in one go. So I want to see the time because I feel like Game 5 is gonna be a little crazy.
It's gonna be a little. I can't even lie. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Plan Blitz Barnacle for real this time. What do you see?
Barnacle.
I don't know. This is a mode that you can play as fast as you want, but the problem is you gotta have the right build up of your clan economy before you can play as fast as you want. It's a nice, like, I don't know, it's a very expressive mode for each team. And I feel like, as we saw in the earlier games, it can go either way. Game 1 was clams, wasn't it?
Yes,
yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
So
what's the match? What is it? Let me see.
I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss, if I'm being honest. We've seen just fantastic gameplay, and at the end of the day, this set, obviously, this goes on to what one team's gonna make it to tomorrow. The other one, I believe, has another chance to fight.
Here, let me check that. Let me. I have the standings pulled up right here. Golden Barracudas, they have, I think. Both of these teams have some leeway. They're not out if they lose right now. By the way, to those that you're not aware, this is a modified Swiss format. So it is either you go until you have 3 wins or 3 losses to determine whether you qualify for day 2. 3 wins, you go to day 2. 3 losses, you're out. So both of these teams are fighting to get that qualification.
Yes, so, like I said, either way, both the teams should be incredibly proud of the fight that they've put on here. A scrap fest turning into a coordinated scrap fest, from what we can see, or at least from the commentator side. Now, I want to point out, RPD and decap, weapons that combo well with each other. That's 1, that's almost 2 here. We love to see some decap gameplay come out here. That is effectively 3 down now from EaUCD Knights Rising. A very explosive, all of a sudden, overwhelming opening here from Golden Barracudas. And unlike Game 1, they have clam economy to their name, as we see right here. One more set of picks, and I believe we should see another push coming out real soon here.
Oh no, absolutely here. Golden Barracudas, they found some newfound confidence in their push right here because they're quickly here to, try and get some picks, but it looks like they're starting to be pushed back actually here a bit by Knights Rising if they can continue to get picks. No, it's still, we're all here. It's fine. We fight. We do all that, but we're not moving. So we're not moving apparently.
we're not moving. And oh my goodness, we see here the bubble coming out here, but like I think, I don't know, a push coming out here already. Oh, I cannot focus. What is happening here? Down to the side. The push is continuing to, being scored here. We see C out here getting one, a push to 71. Still pretty decent here. McDonald's lovers being able to hold some space very, very, correctly, not overextending their current hold, but they're able to buy so much time. And now we see the RPD back in mid, already at 6 clams to their name here, being able to form a power clam just about now as the strikes are needed from the side of UC Knights Rising to even attempt to push themselves back into the neutral game. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. One of the members going down here can be pretty devastating. Trades are going out on the field as well here. Who is out for the side of Golden Barracudas as, we're fighting for our lives a little bit here. I feel like this is going to be another scrappy fight. We're going to be in a bit of a long neutral until someone gets at least 2 or more picks going. And I think that's kind of the pace we're being set at right now. Oh, there's 2 down.
2 picks that you have and 2 picks you shall receive. Here we see the RPD trying to take a fight here with a, so far, acting as one of a very, very good support player, again, as far as I've seen, but pushing the score down to 65. They've been going a little bit decent with this year, and honestly, a score of 65 is pretty decent on this map. However, this being one of the more popular Clan Blitz maps in this format, I don't think that's a safe push at all. Just like we saw in Game 1, I don't think 65 is safe by any means.
I don't think really any push is safe when you think about it in Clan Blitz, especially because the spawn is so accessible on this map, so that's what makes it so dangerous, because you have the potential to make huge pushes if you find that coordination in your favor. I think the biggest thing Golden Barracuda needs is to organize a little bit more before they get their pushes in, because I feel like that is what is going to get them huge numbers on this map, because I see a lot of just power clams going in, but not a lot of clams following, if that makes sense.
I agree, and just like we saw there, they had a push going, but unfortunately, they couldn't get their clams in a line, their ducks in a row, and because of that, because they thought they weren't able to get a push. That being said, they still have the clam economy advantage, but they don't quite have the turf advantage. And as a cool it up, Knights Rising starts to crash over them like a great wave. With clams to their name here, we could be seeing a pretty dangerous push coming out real soon from Knights Rising if these picks sustain themselves. It looks like they are too! Oh my goodness.
Hello? Yeah, it looks like we're seeing Knights Rising get that push and getting their first power clam in, but they have a little bit of turf to work in, so they might be able to get some more clams going unless Golden Barracudas is here to make some waves of their own right here, stopping 2 members, but that jump is coming in. I think that jump is going to put that in the basket. It missed.
Oh no! And just by, 2-3 clams, we still see Golden Barracudas in the lead with 1.5 minutes left on the board, and a fair amount of clams to their name right now. Turf in their favor. Oh, it's looking pretty good for Golden Barracudas.
Indeed, right here, with all 4 members are up and running, and Clam's economy is bustling up. Knights Rising is here to try to make some waves of their own as well. Again, we're back into this long neutral once more, but it looks like some picks are coming out in the favor of Golden Barracudas. Great now! Wait, pause, that's a wipe, that's a wipe. We blinked, that's a wipe. I said it.
That's a wipe with 3 clams.
Got it.
One.
Good weapon.
Comes 2.
That's it.
And there, here's the third.
Yoink. Oh yeah, baby, let's get it.
I'm so sorry, Fufu, it's not over here though. Oh my goodness.
That they were not playing. I think this is their okay, yeah, we gotta coordinate, fellas. And they got 3 power clams that said go, my scarab, and suddenly they are down to 9 points.
Go my scarabs, indeed. Game's not over. We have seen pushes like this drop. Well, we've seen things like this drop before. But with 30 seconds left on the board and only having a single power clam to their name, not counting the power clam in the back here, it's not looking too good for Knights Rising. Though we do see 2 down now, Fufu. This could be something.
This could be something, and it's going to be that last effort of a push right here, because they have one opportunity to switch this game in their favor if you are Knights Rising right here. This is not where you want to miss it. This is where you want to take it slow, be coordinated with 1 going down. Oh, that power clam is going to be going into the basket here for USC Knights Rising, and with only 1 alive here on so defended that basket. Are you kidding? Wait. Is there going to be enough? The solo defense is insane. The solo defense is insane. Bro pop 2 at the end and save the game. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, I'm losing it because there's no shot. Bro's real different. Bro said, I understand now.
We love McDonald's in this house, and so does McDonald Lover themselves. That was a 3-2 victory for the side here of Golden Barracudas. Fufu, What an incredible set as we saw here. A fantastic play by McDonald's lover at the end here. Again, we love some McDonald's in this house. Oh, just showing up as like the premier aggro force from Golden Barracudas. I'm pretty sure that's like, you know, we've seen there's like all around fantastic plays. But like, I don't know, their play from both the Carbon, the Dreadringer, and on when they were on decap specifically this match just stood out to me so much. And like you said, they soloed 2 down for that defense for them to take the game and take the set and get qualified for day 2 coming out here tomorrow.
I'm not over that. I'm like, bro walked in. I'm so serious. Bro walked in, said, the Golden Barracudas, this set has been, I understand now. And just went, oh, we see what Night Rising is doing. Cool, thumbs up, we got it. I understand now. And they locked in and they won. And I was like, these guys are kind of crazy. It's like, they got with the program. They got with the program. And they said, okay, that isn't to discredit Knights Rising, because Knights Rising was kind of crazy with it too. Like, they were not afraid to put pressure on the board, and they were not afraid to fight. I love them as well.
That McDonald's McDouble that we saw over there at the end was truly a fantastic thing to see happen. And once again, congratulations here to Golden Barracudas, moving on to day 2. That's pretty solid. That is really solid here.
Already, yep, looking to 3-1, getting into day 2 exactly as you said, but that doesn't mean that Knights Rising is out of the question yet. They still have another match they have to get through to try and finally qualify for the next day as well. So they're not done. We might see them tomorrow as well. So who knows?
Here's hoping as well. Well, do you think that we have time to take a break here? Just a little coffee break here.
Yeah, we can. I think we can.
Oh, want to send us off for the time being? In fact, actually, you know what? Let me do it here. Don't go anywhere, y'all. We will be back here sooner than you think. See you soon.
Good lead that Push gets out of this push, bringing it all the way, it looks like, to the final point.
That is an unfortunate bomb. Unfortunate bomb on the side of Push, and they are able to back up properly and give Shadow Warriors their space that they are so humbly requesting right now. They're trying to take the space. There's 2 down on the side of Shadow Warriors, and it's unfortunate that we just keep seeing pick after pick after pick. It seems like Shadow Warriors is just in need of a strong push. They had a strong push initially, and I just want to see what they can do to make that happen again. And there's like 3 down on the side of Push. They need to capitalize on this situation, but the final person is able to get the bubble out and stabilize their team that just went 3 down, and now they're already back up again.
We're seeing a scrappy fight happening here mid. Unfortunately, Pimply using their strikes from a disadvantageous position, but they actually live off of it and baiting 2 members of Push to try and pick them off in the corner, but the strikes taking them all out. And Shadow Warriors has a really good position here. Tactical are out on tower, bringing that up, and they are flooding the Earth a little slow, but they are now in Push's court. Strikes coming off, keeping them locked away from tower, and it looks like they're going to try and take top right with the bubble on, taking the lead back from Push right before the tower gets flipped back.
That is exactly what I wanted to see on the side of Shadow Warriors. We just need people to take advantage of these picks. And we also, I think that we need to capitalize on enemy space a little bit more. I didn't see anybody on the final check, or the second check? I didn't see anybody going top right. I think I really want to see more people in the tower just kind of leading it to where it needs to be, because right now it seems like, you know, the tower is dictating the flow of the match, which it should really be the other way around, you know what I'm saying? But As you can see, there are specials being popped, there's scrappy fights going on, it's 2-2 right now, it's 1 down on both sides, and we're just trying to make something happen. There's only 1 point to lead. Shadow Warriors is going to try and keep push from lead swapping, but I wouldn't feel comfortable with this lead, unfortunately.
I wouldn't feel comfortable, but unfortunately we see the TAC player push go down in the last 2 seconds, swiftly followed by picking off 2 of their other members. That's the Edit and the Brush. And the Brush with the... Oh, never mind. Brush has Storm, not But yeah, no, in the final 10 seconds, that tower is so far from Push's lead, and they're all going down. Shadow is taking game 2 for themselves, but not very decisively. That was only by 1 point. We saw the lead flipping back and forth so many times that match. It looks like these teams really are getting the download on each other. But they're just...
Welcome back. You see here with the CCA Circuit actually heating up, we're very excited to announce that the ASUS ROG is the sponsor of the CCA Circuit. Their eSprouts initiative is giving the CCA Circuit prizing support to our top teams for the season, and we're very happy to have them join as our prizing sponsor. You can find out more about their Elite Rewards program by typing !ASUS, all lowercase, in CCA Twitch chat. And thank you again for the ASUS ROG for their support of all the Collegiate Splatoon scene. Thank you again. And also,
we're back.
thank you for coming back here. Look at that. We said we wouldn't be long here, didn't we, Fufu?
Oh, we did it. And we are going to have some familiar faces here in front of us once again. Because remember how we said, you know, oh, we're biased. We're biased. Oh, no. No. We can't be biased. We can't be biased. But, no, Crab and Go is like our prized child from like when we commentated last time.
You were gonna be biased. What about prize child? You don't say that to a child. You say I love you all equally. Not you're my prize child.
No, I have a favorite. Yeah, I'm playing. I like both of these teams. Knights Rising was already insane last game. We just saw Knights Rising not too long ago here in the last game, who were fighting to like the end right there. Each of these teams, if I'm not mistaken, are 2-2. So this is gonna be between qualifying and not between both of these teams right here, Shiny.
Yes, indeed. And now, just to clarify a bit here, back when Fufu and I were first on comms, by the way, Thermalic Nautilus, very interesting pick. Back when Fufu and I were first on comms just a few weeks ago, about a month ago now, actually, we were able to spectate the entirety of Crab and Go's run. A very fantastic team that we have a history with watching. So I'd be curious to see if they are holding up now to this day. 2 bombs going out on the right here, getting a pick out here from the, you know, on the members of Knights Rising. And Crab and Go doing what we've seen them do best in the past here, and just cementing a very solid hold. Oh, the start comes out. Not enough? It is enough. The zone flips right back in the favor here of Crab and Go. Oh my goodness,
Crab and Go was ready for that impact and will punish as they need it right here. That is a delayed wipe in the favor of Crab and Go. Crab and Go is here to make a scene. And again, kind of mentioned I love that not pick. I'm a sucker for Nautilus. Like, this is bias aside. I really actually, this is still biased because I like Nautilus, but I like Nautilus. It really messes. I think it's just, yes, you get what I mean.
I see the vision. Yeah, no, I get it. I'm following. I'm picking through your lane now, so just stepping in here, and especially holding on to this splash up here for the retake. For the retake here, we see Splatoon coming right back in here. The restart are getting go to back zone, not enough here. The zip cast coming out over top, and while we do see 2 down here, the timer still starts to greatly tick down for this side here of Crab and Go, and it looks like finally Knights Rising sealing it off at 27 points, activating their own full effect LDE, and we see now Crab and Go back on the back foot.
Indeed, right here. So they're going to have to be finding an answer to Knights Rising's offense here, which we have seen in the past can get really deadly really quickly if you are not careful right here, because they work to overwhelm. Strikes are coming out from the side of Crab and Go as a calling card, and they saw right through their tricks as they're able to move themselves back at the center right here. Unfortunately, one going down. That's special central in center, but unfortunately, it wasn't enough for Crab and Go to get themselves back in the zone as Knights Rising still continues to have this cap in their favor and are quickly approaching that lead.
Yeah, and honestly, like, we've been talking about Crab and Go, but like, let us not forget the fantastic aggro showing that UFC Knights Rising has put on before. The Nautilus, back in that bottom left area, has been stalled for this entire time with 3 fights, popping a splash on desperation, getting able to get 1 pick here, and another pick there. A triple, perhaps? Not quite the 3, but those 2 picks in that stall from the bottom left, because Knights Rising went untreated, or they did not treat the Nautilus with enough respect on that bottom left there, managed to take it back in the form of a zone cap for Crab and Go.
Yeah,
and now we see UFC Knights Rising's back on the back foot.
I think Crab and Go's options are going to be here to just really try and hold everything in their favor right here, because I think letting go of the zone or letting go of too much space right here could be their downfall if they're not careful, especially considering how that last lockout went with Knights Rising. Granted, they were able to come back from it, but I think the ideal bit here would be to, you know, either knock this out or get at least to that lead.
Yeah, and honestly, like, it's really anyone's game right now at this point here. I've not seen enough from either side within this matchup specifically to tell you one way or another. However, I can tell you that I see the restarter coming out. There it goes. The zip cast coming in overhead. No, not enough. It was canceled. Hold on a second. Like that. A very, unfortunately, predictable path from Knights Rising that Crab and Go was able to assess and punish. And as the lead swaps back again in their favor here, the timer ticks down, and things are looking really, really good here for Crab and Go as it strikes them out, missing the zone.
Wow, but it's going to be a fight for it here in general, because they have to... we can't speak too soon, because that's going to be a wipeout in the favor of Knights Rising. I think they're going to be looking to try and seal this soon here. Just look at how quickly the map turns to blue here for Knights Rising. Crab and Go forced on the back foot, and they have to get... I see the strike's almost ready. It looks like they're just getting all the materials they need to move forward up and ready for them here.
It is truly fantastic. 4 specials now coming out here. Strikes being used at the same time there, Fufu. Hold on, that's kind of massive. Both strikes are burned. However, 2 down here is fantastic. One's dropping bottom left here. The Nautilus is able to go, like, setting up the splash on zone here. Bomb goes out. Splash on goes up. The zone goes to the favor of Crab and Go.
Indeed, what a lovely retake right there. I do like the use of the splash to just really solidify that zone being in their favor. Just take no risks and just say, okay, the zone, we need it now, so we're taking it now. There is a minute left here, or 50 seconds around left in the game here right now. Grab and Go once again in control of the zone. Those strikes are coming out to, force Knights Rising back even further, but they do have 2 specials active right now. That Reslider being the first to go. Same with the Zip Capture to pose the distraction, but both of them going down. It's gonna be, ooh, then it's gonna get scrappy. Or not, it's not. No, Grab and Go won it.
Yeah, Crab and Go won it! Crab and Go won it! Maintains their control here, and the splashdown is up. This is most important. We have seen that splashdown just do so much damage here to UFC Knights Rising. A fantastic counter, and as you can see here, the push coming in here. People getting close to zone. The splashdown going up, and going back down with a pick to their name.
That follow-up is nasty. That was some nasty follow-up right here, but it looks like these strikes are coming out once again for Crab and Go, forcing that zone cap as well, and getting a pick while they're at it. Knights Rising responding with a strikes of their own here, and it's not as it that is. The game is over. Crab and Go able to cap the zone again.
Who cares? Doesn't matter. It's over. GG's. Packing up, go home. No.
Packing up, go home is crazy.
That was the. I love this here. The splashdown being used as a counter option. Just they're able to notice saying like Knights Rising says, I'm gonna send a Roost Letter. They say, okay, that sounds good. Nice Roost Letter. Here comes the splashdown.
Yeah, I think they have an answer.
Yeah.
They have a literal answer to the Roost Letter. They're like, I think the thing that helped a lot here for Crab and Go is that they have the patience of Saints for some reason. They are not afraid to take their retake slow if they need to, or move as a wave. And I think that proved to be a really good counter against Knights Rising very aggressive playstyle. And I think that's what really helped Crab and Go here, because they were not like, okay, we'll step back for a second. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, we're good. Awesome. Thumbs up.
Yeah, thumbs up, exactly. And as you can see here, like really good aggro plays here. But I think it just Crab and Go, right? Splatoon is not about a game. Well, I mean, I guess Zone specifically is about a game of how well can you consistently hold, right? But like, really, it is really just about your best hold and your best answer to maybe the questions that the other team poses you, right? And I feel like, Crab and Go, at least on that game 1 there, 4 zones here. I can't speak for everything in here because like we're seeing a very diverse map pool ahead of us here with a very, we can see a lot of sweeps coming out here, but like I think that splashdown was just the answer that they needed to have all the holds that they needed. And like, let's not also forget the amazing support there that we saw from the T-Tech that was on zone, being able to hold a 1v2 with strikes against, again, 2 other people, and coming out on top here. Pretty impressive, I gotta say.
We've been seeing some crazy like 1v2s or 1v3s at some, like, despite all odds, the one sole player comes out on top, and I'm like, how are you doing that? I don't know. But I want to see if things are going to be changing here in momentum as we move into tower control ship shape, a personal, of mine. So I want to see if the blaster's coming out. Not surprised. I'm not surprised.
A personal mine, and honestly one that I do flirt with on the daily here as well. I am a fan of the TC ship shape, I may say here. And we see a fairly consistent, comp come out here from the members of Crab and Go here, don't we?
Indeed. Yeah, the comp stays the same here. As don't fix it if it ain't broke. That is some word that we live by here. As Knights Racing again only had to change up the blaster, and they didn't have a gal before, did they?
I don't think so. Well, they have one now. That's what matters. Oh, but is it enough? I don't think it's enough. All of a sudden, Fufu, that single, that changed everything. Forced all the way back to the spawn. It's not enough from what we see coming out here.
Indeed. And Crab and Go, they're feeling whimsical. They're moving this tower. They're getting things going right here. I think, but no, they're actually just going 2 down right here. But that checkpoint is able to be broken in their favor right here. I believe they're going to be waiting for their teammates to return here. But they're not ready to let up pressure yet, as the jumps still manage to make their way in. And the fight for the tower begins once more. 3 down on Knights Rising. Crab and Go is back on this advantage once more and is getting ready to move things forward. Get that tower moving.
This is what we love to see from a deathball anchor. We can say that these teams are playing deathball. It's the same thing. The idea is that you dive forward and you go for picks. But the anchor, the Nautilus here, being able to still play on that front line, but also back up a little bit, say okay, push me, I dare you. Wrong. And we've seen that coming out here. And all of a sudden, by the way, a push to the second checkpoint over here. By the way, the timer's still ticking down. I believe there's 4 ticks left on the counter. That'll be all from this push from what I can tell right now. But so far, so great pushes coming out from Crab and Go.
Yeah, right here. And ooh, what a trade right there. That could have been a very dangerous play against Grab and Go right there as well. But unfortunately, he's going to be ending up at trades. There's trades going out left and right with 2 down on each side as the tower continues to move. You know, we're going to see not Grab and Go, Knights Rising trying to get things moving in their favor very soon, whether they have to force it or not right here, because those points are not going to make themselves.
No, it won't, and they won indeed. Oh, I feel for that Zipcaster. They hit 70 on pretty much everybody there, but there was not the tip gain needed to follow it up, and I think just like that here, we see Crab and Go all of a sudden back in the reins, back in the driver's seat, and A-Slide here fighting an uphill, up-tower battle, somehow staying alive, and as I see that they go down, that is now 2 down from UFC Knights Rising, and we have the splashdown online here, Fufu, as they start to cruise towards that second checkpoint once again with a plan and with specials at their back.
Grab and Go is here to make a scene, and they are being loud with it right here. Alicat just going, oh, that could have been a trade, unfortunate. But with 2 down on Grab and Go, they're going to be forced to move back here and reserve their own space as they wait for the rest of the members to come in right here. They're just, yeah, unfortunately forced to give up a little bit of space as Knights Rising is here to try and make it themselves.
Yes, indeed. We see Sharks on Sharks coming out here. And, like, these teams are incredible. They're both very good mechanically. We've seen this, you know, we've seen like the coordination coming out here. It feels like every time Knights Rising tries to get something done, that's 3 down. That's my point. Every time Knights Rising tries to get something done, all of a sudden Crab and Go is like, you sure about that? And is able to fight right back in another 3 down situation. And they're like, okay, go on, push your tower. Like I'm seeing some taunting come on here. Like they're playing fantastic neutral. But they're just waiting for Knights Rising to overextend and then show them what a Nautilus is like, because I believe a Nautilus eats through this entire comp, if I'm not mistaken here at all.
Pretty much. It's like, it just has really high kill power, really fast bullet speed. So with the chip from any other of their teammates, people go down really quickly the second they accidentally overstep, whether that range is in their favor or not. And I think that's what the beauty of Not is on, at least at this comp. I think another thing is Crab and Go, and look at it, that was an excellent cleanup. I love good cleanup. I'm sorry, I love good cleanup. Anyways, I think another thing is just Crab and Go is setting the tempo. I think that was a big thing. Like for most of this match, they were setting the tempo. They were not letting Knights Rising play the game that they want. They have the stall power and the aggressive power to play however the heck they want, and they are utilizing that, especially in this set.
You have seen it. You are saying it correctly. Like you saw this entire neutral interaction as you speaking that. By the way, wipe out from the side of Crab and Go. Want to know why? Because they sat there. It's not that they held backwards. They just sat there like, okay, push this. Come on. Can do it. They slowed the game down to an uncomfortable degree that Knights Rising just wanted to make something happen, as they've been known to do, as we've seen them do this entire time. Splashdown! There it is! You can call it. It's so good. They're saving the splashdown for the moment where they need it the most. And like that, they punched people coming in. They said, you get too close, splashdown. Get too far, strike. The final checkpoint falls as the tower cruises towards the end. And that is game 2 for Crab and Go here.
That is an insane, what an insane like show of strength for Crab and Go, because they were in control almost the entire game until they said, okay, it's time to bring this home, knock it out. You said the checkpoint fell, which went hard as hell actually. Let me just be clear. Oh, what's it called? That was it. They set in stone, and they are now 2 up in this game. They're like, for lack of better terms, they're dismantling Knights Rising.
Yeah.
Like
yeah. Go on. Sorry, go on. Finish your thought here. You're very correct.
I mean, that was near the end there, but I don't think I'm wrong there. They've just, as you said, they don't allow them to play the game they want. They dismantle their tempo. They play at their own pace. But, you know, as you said, they have you can't go too forward. You can't get too close. If you stay in the middle, you're just going to get picked off. There is nowhere safe for them. And they just had, what's even cool? They were, like, together, like, almost all the time. They're, like, same wavelength. Like, they were a hive mind or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm just glazing or something, but like...
You could be glazing, and you are. Let's be clear. You are. But I also want to point out the fact here, right, is that we've seen such a dominant performance from Knights Rising last set. And I want to make that, I want to be clear. That still holds. They are still a fantastic team. It's just what we are trying to speak so highly about is the fact that Crab and Go understands that. They got it from the beginning. They saw it, and they're like, okay. And they have managed to form, whether they mean to or not, their play styles just have subconsciously adapted around this style of play, or rather, countering the style of Knights Rising. So what I need to see here from Knights Rising is I need to see, well, we got a fast mode. This mode, as we see here, lends itself well if the tides blow in the favor of Knights Rising. a very volatile map with, especially if we're talking about this map specifically here, you know? This is one where, like, there's that big drop. This is Manta Rainmaker. If you get that drop into court right by where the goal is, that might as well be a checkpoint of its own. You gotta cross that with, you know, a decent amount of range here to actually call that a decent lead. So, I don't know, Fufu. I want to say it's the first one who gets that, like, you know, drop. But, like, we've seen with Rainmakers in the past, it goes back and forth because, you know, Knights Rising is still volatile fashion.
That's true. I do think like that fast pace is really gonna help. Exactly, just to help Knights Rising get their foot back in the game. This is the kind of the map mode where they're gonna want to reset because their weapons still work really well with the Manta. As much as I have beef with the Manta, I'm not gonna lie. It works with them. So it works with both teams really when you think about it. But I think that pace is really gonna help Knights Rising. And over until that fish is in the pedestal. We'll make it work.
You're so right about that. We see once again the triple midline, a very good comp at killing. However, struggles really with like poking outside of his range and poking inside of his range. It is very good at playing its range. Anything around it though starts to get a bit volatile. And if you see again the grab and go comp losing pop here, but still like feeling pretty stalwart, all things considered.
Indeed. We're just waiting to see which team is going to be getting those pings. Wait, I like the most prominent thing is we can just see the sloshers going wee and sloshing in. Wee! Here's the ping.
Hey, the wee pays off!
Yeah, the shot's been broken. There's 2 down on Knights Rising. Crab and go and stepping on the. Look how fast. Look at this yoink. Oh, that could have been a checkpoint. Just perfect aim right there. But looks like they're still going to be getting it anyways, as there's no one to stop the checkpoint from being broken. This is just a fight fest right here. Like the aggression. Like looking at this, you would have like considering last match, I would have thought these teams were swapped.
Yeah,
like, initially.
I'd have to. You know what? Honestly, I will say, I love. You've not given up mid quite yet here. I love their ability to recognize when things aren't in their favor and they're like backing up or giving space. This is fine here. They're eyeing up that Rainmaker. But it looks like nope. There's gonna be no time to grab it, unfortunately. As the Rainmaker resets back into mid, and we see Knights Rising now 2-up an advantage. Woo-hoo! Just barely avoiding that pop there. And it looks like they now have turf control mid, especially pushing people back into their plat. And it looks like they are about to start another push coming out here. Go soon.
Indeed, they're just clearing up their space right here, letting that Rainmaker sit in center until they are ready to make that push of their own right here. 1 down on each side. Ooh, make that 2 down on Crab and Go. Looks like Knights Rising is just trying to clear their way in, but the knot is right there. The bunker trying to make some waves. Zipcaster comes down for Knights Rising. I think that's going to be checkpoint for Knights Rising. Checkpoint indeed, as the checkpoints now fall. It is anyone's game.
And it looks like it's continuing to be Knights Rising game, however, as the strikes go off, clearing the people off the left side here. Just dive. They dove here. 23. Not a bad push, however, still beatable like you just saw during the game last set here.
Indeed, but for the situation right now, that is an excellent push for Knights Rising, especially considering that the rest of their members are already pouring in as well. They're not ready to let up the aggression here, but ooh, that's 2 down on Knights Rising. It looks like their push might be forced to end here as Private Go is able to get some picks in their favor right here as they quickly move towards center. And they just got to get everything in their favor, all the pain, all the going, but it looks like Knights Rising with that pop in their favor is going to be looking to make that plan their own.
Yes, indeed. I'd say so myself here. We're seeing a fantastic win coming out from the Slasher over here on the right side here. Getting 3 down, by the way. All that's left is the Splatling holding a bunker. Granted, the Splatling holding bunker, which means that's not going to be moving anytime soon. But they managed, it seems here, EaUCD Knights Rising, making it into the plat here. We see Crab and Go, a member here, jumping off that right side, getting a pick, getting a wipeout! Pardon me! Saying, you know, we can push you, you can do your damage, but we're right back in this here. They're going to be sacrificing their splash down now with the Rainmaker. They have strikes and whale up, and they're about to have a second strike set of strikes again. Already somehow making it to the street right now of Knights Rising. And Fufu, it's not looking, well, this could go anyway. I'm not even going to lie, this could go anyway.
That got scrappy. That got really scrappy really quick. I think they do preserve their splash down as well, but it looks like this point just moving. We just drop it. Just go. Go, my Scarab. Go. There's a lead.
There's not just a lead. There's the game. There's a 3-0 victory for Crab and Go.
I thought they were dead. Wrong. Loud and correct buzzer. They said, oh, just go to the Crab and Go. What is wrong with y'all? Y'all are.
What is wrong with y'all?
I mean, what is right with you? Excuse me, I'm more shocked because I went, oh, you're dead there, to, wait, you're alive? To, wait, huh? Oh, that's game.
How many Flintstones gummies did they have this morning? That was just a wild push, I gotta say.
I gotta walk. I
Yeah.
gotta walk.
No, I'd stand up, but I'd reveal the fact that I'm wearing pajama pants. And I wanna
I'm
proceed
not.
as a very nice professional. You see, yeah, you don't got pajamas, I think I normal pants. What I'm trying to say is, fancy pants over here. The fancy pants is over here at Grab and Go. Really cemented their job. Like, let's just talk about it here for a second, though, Fufu. Like, Grab and Go's ability to dismantle such an aggressive. We saw the set before this how aggressive UFC Nights Rising can be into a team that wants to try to punish them. But like any crack that they, UFC Nights Rising sees, they will exploit. But Grab and Go just almost feels like they're at a different level. They're just above that. I don't know. Like, this could just be me. But like, look at this here. Like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Well, it seems that your mic is being funky. Want to try that again?
That should have been dead.
There you are.
Sorry. I turned my gain down, and that obviously had consequences. It doesn't even matter about the game. Listen. They said, okay, that's a nice push. What happens if we? I'm so sure of the fact that, like, I think it's because they got hit on the edges of like the sloshes. They took minimal damage, so I was just enough to be like, okay, we take some hops. I'm like, how are you alive too? Okay, well that's painted up. Have fun, anyways. Yoink, and in it goes. They couldn't go like. They didn't get unmotivated by the fact that Nights Rising was able to get a really solid push, especially considering the pressure that they were putting in afterwards. They said, okay, well, we'll just do it back. Like, no biggie. I understand it now.
It all makes sense. I will say, it feels like I'm coming home to a nice warm hug. It's great to see Grab and Go again. And I'm excited to see how they continue off here. Because, like, I'm pretty sure, right, this was round 4, which means that this was not elimination? Or what?
It is elimination.
This
That is the it.
That was the
Nights
run
Rising.
for Nights Rising.
That was it. Unfortunately, they do not qualify, but Grab and Go does get that qualification for tomorrow. As far as I know, they should.
As far as you know. As far as you know. Yes, indeed.
Because they just finished here. Yep. They are good to go, making it in for qualification tomorrow. Yep. That. Phew.
Yeah.
I feel like. I was trying so hard not to let my biases pull through, but like the goats, they crab and goats.
The crab and goats.
Crab and goats, dog. Right,
some crab and some, I don't know. Never mind.
I've never had crab. I wouldn't know.
I've never had goat, so there we are. Either way. Oh my goodness, Fufu, do you have anything else to add for the evening here?
I don't think I have too much to add here other than the fact that we saw some amazing sets here. All of these were, these sets that you and I casted here were sets that would allow teams to qualify for tomorrow. They were qualifier sets. So, and then obviously the last one was the highest stakes 2-2. Both of the teams were 2-2, and it was like between elimination or qualification. So, again, absolutely entertaining. We had game 5 on our first one, and then my mind was blown here by this last set. So, it was just like, here's a secret mouse tool for later, I guess.
Oh my goodness. Well, I honestly couldn't have said it better myself. This has been a fantastic evening of Splatoon. And I am very happy to have been on here with the CCA. Thank you to all members of the CCA for your fantastic, well, I don't know, for the fantastic show that you've been putting on. Hello? This incredible experience. Okay, so enough being said. You guys want to watch more Splatoon? Fufu, where can the good people find you?
You guys can find me at @SplatFufu, right down there, either on Twitter or Blue Sky for my art and commentary shenanigans here. Also, make sure to shout out our streamer. Make sure to shout out our streamer when you're done
here.
Yes,
of course, Joryan over here, being the streamer for today here, being just a fantastic individual to talk with, to chat with, and who catches all the best action. Could not have seen anything without them.
Plug yourself! Plug yourself, Joryan!
Plug yourself, Ryan. Come on, you're. Oh well, Mike. Well, you can do stuff. You're the stream. You can do stream stuff. Well, before.
Yeah.
You can find me over at @ShinyPikmin here. Yeah, you know what to do. I'm @ShinyPikmin here on Blue Sky or on Twitter or on YouTube or on Twitch. Wherever @ShinyPikmin is, that's where I am too. Yeah, no, I think that's all that needs to be said.
I think that is all. Yep, it's been an amazing time commentating here and being here on CCA to bring you guys. There's Joryan's ad. Go follow Joryan as well. Show some love as well. It was a lot of fun being here today. A pleasure being on the mic and some amazing games. But for now, it is our time to sign off. I'll see you guys when we do. Bye.
Bye.
We'll be back for day 2.